watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months. Action.
Yo to Bulb fam, it's the director. Sorry. I know we're all late here this afternoon, guys. Just been one of those days. But we did make it before the Bills hit their first snap on offense. Josh Allen going to toss it down to Diggs, who's going to drop it on the bubble screen. It'll be second down. Now, hey, everybody, sorry. Forgot the Peacock exclusive thing, right? I thought, whatever. The problem is I couldn't remember what friggin' account I had the Peacock on or what the password was. So we had to break in before we could even start this stream today. But good to see everybody, man. Good on everybody for showing up today, guys. It's going to be one of those games, dude. Chargers, Bills. I think even at full strength, a lot of us would have been a little bit nervous about this one. But with the Chargers missing their star quarterback, defense underperforming, et cetera, I think we can all have realistic expectations going into this one. And hey, I think some people are fine with that, right? Just because, honestly, we want to improve that draft stock, see what's going on with the Chargers and the coaching staff, et cetera. So there we go, man. Here we go. The Chargers defense still on the field, 2nd and 10. Somebody in the chat says, is Diggs hurt? Hopefully not. Here comes Allen again on the underneath to number 10. I think that's Gabe Davis, who's going to duck and weave and find 15 yards and a first down on that pass right there. Man, a nice play there by Josh Allen. Go ahead and get you guys the cast right here. And we are at full strength. Hey, guys, again, sorry for the tardiness today. Let's get some shout-outs in here. We got Chase coming in here with the system news. We got Andrew. We got Ivan. Just me. We got Hugo, the doorman boss. Nightwave. Good to see everybody in here, man. Here comes the underneath pass to James Cook, who's going to pick up a couple of yards there. It's going to be 2nd and long coming up. Top 5 pick. Yeah, I know a lot of people are kind of pushing for that. You know what's kind of crazy? Is that the Chargers, and again, it kind of depends on who you ask. Some people say that he fell in their rankings because of this last season. But the Chargers head coaching position could come with a top 5 quarterback, a top 5 pick, and some stars on defense, some young stars. I think that's pretty enticing if you ask me. Here comes Josh Allen. Nice blitz by Kenneth Murray. He's going to force the bad ball. And it's going to fall to the turf. Stephon Diggs had a shot at it. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd and 8 coming up. So far, so good. Derwin James in on that coverage, but it clearly hits the turf. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills. What's going on, man? Jordan Hughes, good to see you. Let the pain begin. What's going on, Drew B? Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. Sorry. Snacking on some pistachios, okay? A little bit. Had to rush on before eating dinner. So, here we are. 3rd and 8, Josh Allen. He's looking, fires under pressure. It's going to be incomplete. In coverage is Hawkins. Jay Hawkins. Who, honestly, I don't recognize. Who's this Hawkins guy? The Chargers with a couple of inactives today. Jalen Hawkins, I think a former Falcon. Is he a safety? It would make sense if we didn't activate, or I should say start JT Woods today. Why didn't we start JT Woods? Let's see what he's got, you know? Yeah, nice 3 and out for the Chargers defense to start things off. Definitely not too bad. I know, man. This stream snuck up on me. I was like, yeah, I got plenty of time to eat. We'll be fine. Nope. Completely forgot about it. I think I started to panic when I realized, holy crap, I think it's a Peacock thing tonight. And I got to figure that out. Eric, I don't know why dyslexia, it took a grip on me, and I was like, who's in here saying Raiders? It's Harbaugh. Harbaugh. Yes, Harbaugh. Man, dudes, we're going to have little pockets of, like, breaks throughout the stream, obviously. Man, there is so much Harbaugh news. Like, every day, it seems like. We still have, like, 2 weeks before we get a final, like, answer on what's going on with the coaching. Oh, it's exciting times. Here comes an Easton Stick pass underneath to Austin Eckler. And Eckler's going to pick up a solid 4 or 5 yards. It'll be second and medium coming up. Do you think Spiller's going to get a lot of attempts today? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. By the way, that Eckler run actually logged receiving 7 yards. Second and 3 coming up. Hey, all Peacock makes my TV look dim. Yeah, it's weird. I like the streaming service world, but it's definitely weird. Here comes Austin Eckler with one of his better looking runs of the season. Not a ton of yards, but spins through contact. It's a first down and 8 yards on that carry for Austin Eckler. There it is. Thanks, Alfredo. Speaking of hungry. Ooh. Good for Austin Eckler, man. Here comes the Chargers. They got a full house look, and it's Austin Eckler again on the carry. He'll pick up a yard. Second and long coming up. Stealing Telesco at a bar right now. Yeah, for those of you guys wondering, what are we watching this game for? Geez, there's already 500 people in here? I guess it's a Saturday game. Not much going on right now. Everybody at home. It's cold. Nobody wants to go shopping. My wife's trying. There's a couple of things that we needed for our Christmas Eve dinner tomorrow. Wish her luck. Because it is bad out there right now, dude. There's so many people. Easton Stick on the play action is going to fire it off. Oh, to the middle of the field. It's Quentin Johnston. I'm going to say 20 yards. Was that 20 yards? Yeah, 21 yards to QJ. Ooh. What's going on, dude? Mind you, this is the first game without Brandon Staley. And not to say that he doesn't take any of the blame here, but I want to see what Kellen Moore looks like without Staley, micromanaging and picking apart his plan here. As we get a handoff to the wide receiver, Quentin Johnston, who's going to pick up a yard. Frankie coming in with the $5 house as director. Your video got me all on the Harbaugh train. Probably the most perfect fit imaginable. Him or Belichick are the only acceptable hires. You know, yes, I'm totally okay with a guy like Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson would be pretty exciting. I'm not quite as sold on him as Belichick, which a lot of people would disagree on me with that, which is fine, right? But I think at some point you got to think to yourself, we're overthinking it a little bit, right? 6 Super Bowls have to mean something from Bill Belichick. Some people really just don't want Bill, and I get it. Bill is my second choice behind Harbaugh, because Harbaugh is a much better fit for the team, for Herbert, et cetera, as the Chargers pick up like 3 on that reception to Josh Palmer. But at some point, you got to take a step back and say, listen, man, there's nobody in the history of football that knows this culture better than Bill Belichick. I just want a taste of it. Maybe that'll push us on the right course going forward, but who knows? Ricardo coming in with the 5 says, Director, my man, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the 5, man. Merry Christmas to yourself and your family too, dude. Yeah, Quentin looking pretty good so far. Here comes Easton Stick. Cool under pressure is going to fire away and find his tight end. No, it's Josh Palmer again. Josh Palmer picks up a 19-yard. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to push a button. Whoop. Okay. We can't call it an S-bomb. That sounds suspicious. I don't know what to call it, but we're going to hit that button a couple of times. Because Easton Stick hit Quentin Johnston for 21. And then Josh Palmer for 20. Here we are, man. Chargers are doing something on offense today, which is really curious. Here comes Easton Stick. Looks like he wanted to toss it, but there is no running back to toss it to, so instead he took off and fell forward for maybe a yard. A little bit of miscommunication there. A stick bomb, a sticky bomb. We're going to stick with the sticky bandits. The sticky icky. The sticky icky bomb. Yeah, Stick's looking good so far, man. Maybe I was expecting to see a little bit more Will Grier today, but maybe if he keeps playing this way, we don't see that. Here comes Easton Stick with another bomb. Oh, just out of the hands of Quentin Johnston. Hey, good for QJ, man. He had a shot at that ball right there. A little bit too far from Quentin Johnston, but that would have been a big touchdown. Man. Hey, if anything, dude, I'm seeing guys get open versus a defense that shut down Dak Prescott yesterday. QJ, my man. He stopped for just a second. He probably would have had that. I think he hesitated for just a split second. Could have been a touchdown. Here comes 3rd and 9. Trio of receivers at the bottom of the screen. Easton Stick steps back, fires over the middle, and he's going to find his tight end. Holy cow, what's happening? I'm going to hit it again. Stone Smart with a 23-yard reception. Y'all, are we seeing a Kellen Moore offense finally unleashed? Are we seeing, like, this is with Easton Stick, yo. What is going on? Easton Stick, design QB run. Easton Stick fires the first guy, picks up 3, maybe 4. It'll be 2nd and goal at the Buffalo 7-yard line. Hey, Duke Kellen, dude, he's pouring it on right now, man. With Easton Stick. Frankie with the 5 says, whether it's Herbert or Rivers, Bill has always just owned our quarterbacks. A Chargers QB has never even had one decent game versus him. We should be rallying for him. Oh, yeah, I agree. Definitely. Super high on my list. I think number 2 on my list. Thank you so much for the holla there, man. Here comes an Easton Stick handoff to Austin Eckler, who's going to fall forward for a nice pocket of yards there. 3rd and goal. Chargers got 2 to score. 2 yards to score. Ivan, come on, man. What the hell? I won't repeat what he wrote, but damn. This Juan with the 5 says, was Staley the problem all along, or are the Bills resting their starters? I don't know. That's a good question if they're resting. I don't think so. Here comes Easton Stick. He's waiting, looking for someone to get open, and fires to the back of the end zone. Too high for Josh Palmer. But man, offense looked as clean as I've seen this season, man. Here comes the field goal unit. Cameron Dicker coming out. Dude. I don't know a touchdown there, but my God. That offense looked as clean as I've seen this season. Wow. Here comes Cameron Dicker for the 3-point try. And it's going to be up and good. Chargers lead 3-0. But more importantly, dudes, this is the same defense that shut down MVP candidate Dak Prescott just last week. And Easton Stick just drove down on him like they were the 2006 Cleveland Browns. What's going on? Or 16. What's going on? Is Kellen Moore finally uncorking the good stuff now that Brandon Staley is gone? Is Kellen Moore starting to show off a little bit, saying, hey, all that blahui before? Don't sweat it. We're victims of circumstance. Wow. Here comes the Griff Blitz. Yeah, Easton Stick looks as good as I've ever seen him with the Chargers, man. That was a great drive. Peacock's delayed by a play. I'm showing live. Everybody, we're gonna do our best. I think this is the first time that you can only watch the game on a streaming platform, so we're gonna hope everybody's synced up as much as possible. What a great drive, man. Juan, thank you so much for the 5. We got to see if the Bills are resting their starters. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go check real quick, guys. I think that's worth looking into, right? Because they had like a crap ton of players on their injury report. But I didn't see... it just said unspecified. Yep, it still says unspecified. Everybody says unspecified. The guys that are out, Micah Hyde, Justin Shorter... We'll see if Twitter has any answers for us. Robert Ruby, thank you for the 2 there, man. Appreciate you. If anybody would have posted, it would have been Danny Popper. He's got the Chargers inactives. Let's see if I can say Bills inactives. Okay. Inactives, Micah Hyde, Ty Johnson, AJ Epinesa, Jermaine Ifedi, and Alec Anderson. So actually not too crazy in terms of like missing pieces for the Bills. They're not missing that many pieces, man. Good for Easton Stick. Did you guys see any of that game last week with the Dallas Cowboys and Bills? The Bills really put them down, man. They put them away. I think this first drive by the Chargers looks better than anything I saw versus the Bills last week with the Dallas Cowboys. And here comes the special teams. He looks like he squibbed it to the left corner. And the return's going to make it back to like the 28, but there's a flag on that return. Weird. Weird, dude. Eric Black with the 5 says, could you imagine if more watered down our offense make Staley look even worse just to take his job the following season? I'd be just straight savage, dude. Thank you for the 5, man. Holding during the return, the Bills are going to start way back. The Bills get the ball. They're starting, I think, it's not bad field position. I think like the 15. Yeah, if you guys are looking for the game, it's only on Peacock. It's only on Peacock, I think, right now. I even tried looking on live TV. It's not there. That was my plan. I was like, I don't remember what the Peacock login was, but it's surely going to be on live TV. It wasn't. It wasn't on live TV. It's only on Peacock. And we are on Peacock right now. Staley was the problem. Yeah, dude, this is a big part of today. See what the team looks like after the Staley era has officially ended. Colt coming in with the 2s like what I'm seeing so far. Let's go. Bolt up, baby. Here comes a carry by, I assume, is going to be James Cook, who picks up 3 or 4. And he's going to be wrapped up by the Chargers linebackers, Eric Kendricks and Kenneth Murray. Looks like Johnson got a hand in there as well. Chris coming in here. He just got here. We forced the punt. Yeah, dude. Not only that, but the Chargers offense looks so good the last drive. Easton Stick was dicing them up. I think 3 passes at 20 yards a pop for Easton Stick. Absolutely insane. Like, Kellen Moore looks like a different person right now calling this offense. Here comes Josh Allen, fires over the middle. And just in front of Vato is going to be a pass brought in by Gabe Davis, who's number 10 on the Bills. First down, Bills at the Buffalo 36. Juan coming in with a $10 house. I stand corrected. Staley was the problem. Hey, it's all good, man. Those were crazy times, dude. Crazy times we lived in the Brandon Staley era. This would be such a great thing to see with the last 3 games if the offense really turns it on and we see that creativity behind Kellen Moore's play calling. Like, I think at very worst, we look at keeping him for next season as OC. I don't know. I like it. Here comes a design QB run for Josh Allen, and Allen's going to take a hit. Ooh, there's got to be a flag. I think Alohi hit him in the head. No flag? All right. 2nd and 4 coming up. Has Eric Kendricks been a good trade so far? So we actually picked him up off of free agency, and he's been okay. He's been all right. I think a lot of people would agree that Drew Tranquil probably would have been the better choice here, but Kendricks has not been terrible, especially the last couple of games, last handful of games. But Khalil Mack out there on defense right now, and you guys remember, he needs one more sack to break his personal record, have his best season of his career, as James Cook's going to get the handoff, and he gets swarmed by Chargers. He's going to go down after a loss of like 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Stand corrected. Staley was a problem. Kellen Moore must have got my voicemails. Hey, all right, Chris. All right, I see you. NBC4 has it playing live in LA. Okay, cool. I like this new world we're living in, too. I think streaming platforms should be it at some point. DeVito, what's up, man? Here comes Josh Allen. Man, staying cool under pressure. Tosses one to number 16. It may have been Gabe Davis. I can't quite tell. I think it was. And it's incomplete. 4th down again, dude. You guys want to know what my score prediction was for this game? Not to say, knock on wood, it could still happen, right? Hopefully not. I had us losing, I think it was 34. The Chargers 13 or something like that. And here comes the Chargers leading Buffalo, about to get the ball back in offense. Huh. Frank K with the 5 says interim head coaches are always a vibe. Yeah, they are. We're getting that Jeff Saturday energy in here right now, man. Drew coming in with the 5s has got tickets back in September for the game. Although the season is panning out as expected, I'm happy to experience SoFi for the first time. Dude, Drew, I am sad that you're not getting to see Justin Herbert on your first game. But my word, man, it's SoFi an experience. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you were out there at Thunder Alley before the game, getting to meet the fans and have a good time. Thunder Alley is a good time, man. But all in all, SoFi Stadium, I remember my first time going, one of the coolest experiences I think of my life. Because, I mean, I've never seen anything like that stadium. It looks like a friggin' spaceship, man. So cool. So much fun. Thank you so much for the 5, man. Have a blast out there. Bowers. Yeah, dude. So, Ivan, you bring up a good point. I personally don't think Malik Neighbors is going to make it to us, but man, if you guys haven't checked out Neighbors, do we say this every year? He looks like Tyreek Hill. I mean, not really, but he looks so good. Like the most explosive wide receiver in this draft by far. I think if it weren't for Marvin Harrison Jr., Neighbors would be like by far and away wide receiver 1. Not in just this draft, but I think the last couple of drafts, he looks insanely good, man. Especially if you're looking for a speedy wide receiver. Like, he looks like a very solid first-round pick for the Chargers if he happens to be available. But Brock Bowers is also one where I'm like, we need a tight end so bad, dude. And that dude looks absolutely insane. He's going to pan out better than I think Kyle Pitts. This was a very, very, very good draft to have a high draft pick in. That's all I'm going to say, man. That's all I'm going to say. Well, the Chargers' position this year couldn't have come at a better time. This is a great draft, especially when it comes to, like, depth at certain positions. If we don't happen to get Neighbors, like, there are some great receivers you can find out throughout this entire draft. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the tight ends last year, where, like, yeah, some of the top of the crop are going to come off the board in the first round, but my word, where there's some really good ones between rounds like 2 and 4. I kind of see that again this year, but with the receivers. Chris coming in with the 2 says, I was on the Kincaid train all last year. Let's go get Bowers. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. But go look at Neighbors, man. Just imagine everybody who was like maybe not into super huge into college ball or whatever. Go look up Malik Neighbors and just watch his highlights. Watch 2 minutes of his highlights, and I promise you, you'll think to yourself, oh my God. Just imagine this guy with Justin Herbert. Like, he would be such a solid pick as well. Like, he looks insane. Yeah, he looks insane. So we're waiting for Easton Stick to take the field here in just a second here, guys. Actually, he is out there. Chargers about to start their next offensive possession. Here comes Josh Palmer in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Austin Eckler. Eckler stumbles and falls forward for the half yard, maybe 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. Why does the team look so good right now? The first post-game of Brandon Staley, and so far the hills are alive with the sound of cohesiveness. It feels like everybody's a unit all of a sudden. Perfect replacement for Mike Williams. Who is that other guy, man? I was just started looking at some of the prospects like a few days ago. There is a first-round receiver that reminds me of Mike Williams. I have to go back and look. Here comes 2nd and 9. Easton fires under pressure. Oh, nice read. And that's going to be a pickup of what, like 8 yards, 7 yards? But Easton, they're going to see a flag on this play. Yeah, latest on Harbaugh. We'll get to that. We need a center. Yes, Powers Johnson. I would be so happy with the center in the first, I would say in the rounds 2 through 4. I think I'm looking for a center desperately for the Chargers. Illegal shift by Isaiah Spiller is going to push the Chargers back. 2nd and 15 coming up. Yo, we still have like 850 people in here. Rock on, man. Chargers season pretty much over, but I think all of us are very curious to see what the team looks like without Brandon Staley. And so far, I mean, it's not bad. Here comes Easton Stick. Steps back, has a little time to throw, fires over the middle of the field, and ooh, it's intercepted. Not a bad ball. Great play by the defender, number 47. And the Bills are going to return it. But Easton's looking at a flag that was thrown on the field. Looks like it might be on the Bills. No, he wasn't pointing at the flag. He was pointing at the player who's down on the turf to get some support out there, some medical help for him out there. So holding on the defense is going to wipe away that interception. But to me, what was kind of shocking, the good sportsmanship by Easton Stick pointing at the guy on the ground saying, hey, man, we need some guys out here to help him up. Little bailout, I don't know. What was the penalty? It was holding, right? Oh, yeah, dude. It totally was. Quentin Johnston would have had that ball. Quentin Johnston 100% has that ball. Well, we can't quite say 100. Not this year. Maybe next year. We'll see. Easton Stick's a good dude. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. There are moments in football that just so blatantly, obviously push your character forward. You know? Like, if you're a good guy, you react one way in a situation. If you're a selfish POS, you're going to react a different way. Yeah, he's a nice dude. He's a good guy. Looking really good with Gibbs Smith so far, man. And that's so crazy because we don't even have Justin right now. How insane. Happy holidays, King. I think Mike Williams could possibly get traded. Keenan will teach the young guys that come in. Yeah, I agree. I think Mike is going to ultimately get cut, unfortunately. I would say he would be a great trade candidate if his price tag wasn't so high. Because I think his cap hit's going to be in the realm of like 30 mil. Is it 30? I think it is. In and around 30 mil. And he's been injured. I just don't see a lot of teams pulling the trigger on that kind of trade. But you never know. I think the one guy that could get traded that I thought was going to get straight up cut is probably going to be Khalil Mack. That narrative continues to evolve, man. Some of you will say, why Khalil Mack? It's crazy. He's been so good. Yeah, he has. But he's going to be hitting for a lot of money this offseason. Like, a lot of money. His contract's been kicked down the road a couple of times. It's all coming to a head. I think the Chargers save, is it in the realm of like 15, 20 million, something like that. But because he's been playing so well, there might be a team that's willing to trade for him. Some people are saying maybe we move on from Bosa, who's been more or less injured the last 2 seasons, and try and keep Mack. That's maybe possible, but Bosa's cap relief is way less than Khalil Mack. So I don't know how much sense that move would make financially, if that makes sense. I know, and I know some of you guys are kind of like up and down on Joey Bosa. I have to believe that maybe the disconnect from the coaching standpoint had something to do with it. I would love to see what Bosa looks like past the Brandon Staley era. He was just activated off IR. He has a chance to play this season again. But his contract, I remember, is a bit more restrictive in terms of moving on. Andrew coming in with the 5. Just think it's time, or this time last game, we were already down 28-0. How crazy is that? How crazy is that, Andrew? Oh, my God. And all of a sudden, we're up 3-0 versus a very, very good Buffalo Bills. Here comes the carry by Isaiah Spiller, who's going to carry it for maybe a yard. It was first down, by the way. And that was behind new center. What was his name? Tom something? What was the new center's name? Y'all help me out. Because if you guys didn't know, Will Clapp went down with injury. I think he's on IR now. Is it Cameron Tom? I think his name's Cameron Tom, the new center for the Chargers. I don't know who's back. I think it's one of the guards backing him up at this point. Just so many injuries this season. Frankie coming in with the 5 says, I know he's your boy, but so ready to move on from Bosa too. Low-key Derwin too. Not Derwin. I think Derwin was so misused this season, which is crazy because that's one of the things we're so excited for. Here comes another carry by Isaiah Spiller, and he's going to get walloped after another gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. Spiller, a little bit too much hesitancy on hitting those gaps, man. Yeah, stop running up the mill. Yeah, I don't know about that. Stick's been cooking. Let him continue to cook, man. Let him continue to cook. A little break, stop. Oh, no problem, Hugo. No problem. Here comes 3rd and 8. Easton Stick. A lot of pressure, and they're going to get home. Yeah, they sent the house, baby. And Easton Stick is down. We got a 4th and 12 coming up. The Chargers are going to have to punt it from their own 15-ish. Man, that was a big blitz, dude. They blitzed a guy 10 yards out, and that's the one that got home. Feed Spiller. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't know if I like it right there in that particular situation, but I would like to feed Spiller next couple of games just to see if he can be that RB2 next season. And here comes the return by number 11. Chargers special teams do a good job. It looks like it's down. It's fumbled. The Chargers might have it. There's a flag on the field. Chargers look like they have it. Is that a fumble? Was he down? Chargers have it. The refs say it's ours. There's a flag on the field, but boy, oh howdy. Bamiga, I think, fell on it, but who fumbled? Oh, my God. It's clearly out. Dude, A.J. Finley ripped that sucker out. The guy was still up because he was out on his palm. Woo! Chargers special teams does it again. Amin Bamiga with the recovery. He's clearly down, dude. There's no wrist. Clearly down. Woo! Let's go. I'm going to hit the button again. Wow. That's going to be our ball, dude. That's going to be our ball in and around, what, like the 30-yard line? Let's go. Woo! What is this? What is this post-Staley energy we're seeing, man? Chargers have the ball at the 27, and here comes the screen to... No, it's going to be a pass over the middle. It's going to be Gerald Everett, who's got a lot of space. Everett, who doesn't want to go down, will finally get pushed out of bounds at the 12. What? What? What is happening, bro? Oh my God. What? What is happening? Why did I just get signed out of Peacock all of a sudden? What are you guys doing? There we go. We were in commercial break anyway. That was weird. Wow. Are we at? Yeah, it was the end of the first quarter. Wow. Yeah, I got signed out. It just all of a sudden said, and it showed me the login screen. I was like, what? We're back, though. We're back. We got it back. Dude. Dude. What? What is going on? End of the first. Chargers are leading by 3 and threatening at the Bills' 13-yard line to start the second quarter here in just a second. The post-Staley era has begun. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, baby. Oh, let's go. I don't know, man. The Chargers are looking to spoil the Bills right now. This one has a $5. This is them fighting for their job. Yeah, man. Rick coming in with the 5 says, I'm here and it's real now. Wow, yeah, dude, this is unbelievable. This team looks night and day different from last week. And last week, dudes, we're playing the friggin' Raiders, who have a terrible defense. The Bills' defense are awesome. And Easton Stick is just dotting them up. Wow. What about trading boats and extending Mac? Hang on. Okay, yes, I'm a huge Joey Bosa fan. I don't want to move on from him just because I'm a huge Bosa fan. I get that there's maybe reason to. But in 2024, Joey Bosa is going to be hitting for a lot. He only saves you about 14 mil. Hang on. Here comes Gerald Everett with the underneath pass. Will pick up 3. So technically you could and maybe negotiate a little bit more in a trade. But the season afterwards is kind of where you would look at maybe a cut. Because then you're saving 25, right? Instead of in 2024, just the 14. Here comes Easton Stick on the run. He's going to fire. Gerald Everett's almost got it. Woo! Chargers ball at the 1, baby. Rasul Douglas just saved a touchdown. Gerald Everett was like a yard away, bro. Easton Stick, was it a bootleg? Was he just flushed out of the pocket? What was this? Oh, my God. What is this play calling? Woo-hoo! King George coming in with the 5 says, go Chargers. My 7-year-old daughter, Sky, says hi, director. What's up, Sky? What's up, Sky? Good to see you. You got a good pops over there. Let's go Chargers. Here comes Easton Stick. He's running for it. Easton wants it all. That's a Chargers! Touchdown! Easton Stick, baby! Oh. What's happening? What's happening? Up 10-0, 9 technically right now. What is happening? Extra point is good. Bruh. Bruh.
Serious thought here. Staley used to be a QB but called defense. Truly think he was holding Kellen back from being a good hawk. Staley wanted the fame light on him if this season worked out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Are we finally seeing Kellen Moore? And not this watered down version of him that we were seeing just last week for the whole season. This looks like a completely different offense, dude. And it's with Easton Stick. Easton Stick is doing this, man. Wow. 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 Yeah. I'm feeling so much hope right now, dude. Oh my God, I haven't felt this in a long time. What an important move that was last week. Getting rid of Brown and Staley. Andrew, thank you so much for the $10 holla, dude. I can't even believe my eyes right now. Sky Duelist is fire Staley again. Oh my God. What is going on, dude? Director, that have the DBs been playing 10 yards off the ball? That's something we got to look at. Keep an eye on all of the things that Staley used to do. Let's see if we do the opposite, because this has been absolutely unbelievable. QB controversy? I cannot believe what we're witnessing. Yeah, part of me is like, oh, I really wish we could have seen Justin Herbert in this new uncorked Kellen Moore offense. But this is a really good sign for the future, dude. I'm going to tell you that right now. And speaking of which, offensive line kind of playing out of their minds. Easton's out there, man. He's got some time. He's been maneuvering the pocket really well, too. Escaping when he needs to. Like, I'm seeing a lot of evidence here, dude, that, like, this team has completely changed their perspective and how they're operating even on the offense. I'm genuinely, like, in shock right now. I don't even know what to say. Quentin Johnston's also looking really good, too. I don't know what to say, man. I'm in complete shock, like good shock. Yes, actually, with a third string center. No Lindsley, no Clapp. Cameron Tom. What? Hang on. They had some less than flattering GIFs that they custom created of Brandon Staley. They were showing on a phone conversation that's hyping up Gift Smith a little bit. Fabian with the $20 holla. What's up, bro? Literally at work, sitting in my car watching you, Director. Mad respect to you, sir, in this channel. I will always be a fan, Director. Mad respect. Bolt up, Fabian. Thank you, dude. $20 holla. My God, we got 1,000 people in here already. After the first quarter in a game that a lot of us expected, I guess, yeah, the hype's kind of building now. Like, oh my God. Fabian, thank you so much for the $20 holla, dude. Here comes the Josh Allen handoff to James Cook, who's going to cut up once up the field and pick up about 10 yards. It'll be a first down Buffalo at the 40. Dude, Fabian, thank you for the 20, man. I appreciate that love, man. Honestly, dude, not to get all personal on everybody, you guys have no idea how many, like, hurtful comments I wake up to sometimes every day. Usually from opposing fans.
Watching you, Director. Mad respect to you, sir, in this channel. I'll always be a fan of you, Director. Mad respect to you. Bolt up. High voltage sign. High voltage sign. High voltage sign. High voltage sign.
Comments that like that carry a lot of weight for me, man. Here comes a James Cook carry, picks up 3, and he'll be down, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the kind words. That truly does mean a lot. Thank you. And thank you for the $20 haul, man. Happy holidays to you and your fam, dude. Here comes Ricardo with the 5. Can never root against my team regardless of how it affects our draft position. Let's redeem ourselves from the last game and win this one. It's also vindicating of our last 3 years as Chargers fans on how garbage Brandon Staley was.
To see if it was the players or Staley fault. That way we don't have to get rid of too many players.
Oh my God. Ernesto, beautifully said. Here comes Josh Allen, who's going to escape. And he's on the loose. He'll pick up 6, and there is a flag. He did slide. Chargers may have made contact there. I don't think so, man. He kind of jumped over him, though. Holding on the offense. 2nd and 17 coming up. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you, Ricardo. Ernesto coming with the 10 says, I honestly want the Chargers to win to see if it was the players or the Staley's fault. That way we don't have to get rid of too many players. I think you're so right in so many levels here, man. We are seeing some incredible play from both sides of the field. Morgan Fox almost got home. Tooley almost got home. Oh, my God. Thank you for the 10 there, Ernesto. I appreciate you. Taylor with the 5. If we win, would that be bad for us? No. I don't think – I think, yeah, in terms of the draft, but, like, no. This is such a good thing to see from a Chargers fan perspective. Because it really does give us hope of the future. Like, this wasn't an organization thing. This was a Staley thing. And now that we've cut that cancer out, like, look at what's happening. 10-0 so far. And even if we lose this game, like, what a first half. A completely different look. Bolt coming in with a 2 says this is what we needed to head into 2025. Yes, we needed some hope. We needed some hope. Heading into Super Bowl 2025. Oh, I see you. I see you. Chris, thank you so much, man. Broncos fans be sweating right now. Just wait till next week, man. Here comes 3rd and 10 for Josh Allen. Is this our 3rd attempt here. Josh Allen is going to fire underneath, and it's incomplete. Yo. The Bills have to kick it away again. What's happening? Okay, so first off, they double-teamed Khalil Mack. Great coverage downfield. Allen had to check down. The check down couldn't reel it in. And the Chargers defense, which allowed was it 63 points to the Raiders in Farva last week, have held Josh Allen to 38 yards, no score in the first quarter and a third. Bro. Now, it was a good kick, I'll say that. I think it went out of bounds at like the 5-yard line, so the Chargers, long field, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have something here, dude, in Los Angeles. We have something with the Chargers. Not next season, not after the draft, not after we hire a new coach. We have something now with the Chargers. And they're proving it in this game versus one of the best teams in the NFL. This is something we needed to see so bad. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. What a difference it makes. No? What a difference it makes when you got the right guys in there. I don't know the last time I felt like this, man. This is crazy. Rankin coming back with the vibes. Sebastian Joseph Day was a Staley loyalist, and that's respectable, but I mean, he needed to go too. This game proving that the culture is number one, talent, scheme, distant, second. Yeah, Frankie. And Sebastian Joseph Day, great person. Great personality, great, even better person. I don't know how much bad blood there was in that parting. I can't imagine too much. SJD gets to go to a contender more than likely, and the Chargers, they were probably going to cut him anyway, so it seemed more like a courtesy. But my word, what a difference it makes. Jacob coming in with the $10. Happy holidays, Bull fam. Thank you so much, Jacob. Happy holidays to you too, my friend. Y'all have been amazing today, man. Thank you so much, Jacob. Merry Christmas. Taylor with the 5 says Harbaugh with Gift Smith and DA. It's maybe. I don't know, dude. I can't imagine. So if the Chargers do end up with Jim Harbaugh, which we're going to get to a lot of these rumors here in a little bit, lots of commercials and halftime and all that stuff, obviously. I can't imagine that maybe he does keep Kellen Moore, but for the most part, he's got a specific system I'm sure that he's going to introduce, and Kellen Moore's services would probably be better utilized elsewhere for him personally. But I mean, maybe there's a world where we get to keep both. I don't know. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Here comes the carry by Austin Eckler, who, nice stiff arm. Kind of trucks the first guy over, picks up 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. But Joseph Day's a nice guy. I don't know how much bad blood there was, honestly. Yeah, I mean, Sebastian Joseph Day really feels like just a very good person. Like someone that I would get a beer with 10 out of 10 days of the week, dude. He sounds like a very, very, very sweet, kind person who just, unfortunately, was not a fit anymore with the Chargers. I honestly hope that he gets scooped up and he goes out there and he tries to grab himself a ring. Here comes 2nd and 6. Chargers, and Easton Stick fires underneath trying to find Gerald Everett. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 6 coming up. Is this only on Peacock? Yes, it's only on Peacock. Yeah, for everybody, I'm seeing a lot of comments in the comment section. For everybody wondering, this game is exclusively on Peacock, the streaming service this week. We're on here right now, too. I think it may be airing locally in Los Angeles, NBC, but I'm pretty sure it's just on Peacock. Let's hope this doesn't play out 114-23. Here comes the screen underneath to Josh Palmer. He'll pick up 4, and the Chargers are going to have to punt it. But not a bad effort there. Plus the VPN. All right. I'm going to have to look into that too because, yeah, of course, one of my biggest sponsors is a VPN. More freedom to the people, the better. So, 114. So, we're looking around the coaching hire. It's on NBC locally. Yeah, okay. Cool. And J.K. Scott's going to get the ball off here. Nice hang time. Holy crap. And here comes number 11, Hardy with the return. He'll get pushed out of bounds. Decent punt right there, man. Buffalo's 40-yard line. Didn't mean bad blood. Myers' loyalty, but for the sake of the culture, cohesion, the Staley loyalists had to leave with him. I think there's going to be a lot of hires that were behind the Brandon Staley banner that, maybe for a lack of a better word, they probably we don't want to restrict ourselves to one thing or the other, right? So starting fresh, especially when it comes to clearing the cap, can be very beneficial. Oh, Josh Allen almost gets sacked twice. Throws on the run. And, Gabe Davis has it. Touchdown, Bills. Now, I'm sorry, Chargers fans. You're going to hate me for saying this, but that was as pretty as a touchdown passes I've ever seen. That was a Justin Herbert-style look and throw, dude. That was a nice pass. That was a nice pass. Josh Allen navigated the pocket perfectly, throws on the run, flushed out of the right side, and just hits Davis on the money. Mac got held. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of holding on Mac this week. Wow. Just like that, the Bills cut into that lead. Chargers leading now by 3. And we got a ball game, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a much closer game than I had anticipated. But I feel you, Frankie. I feel you. Special Joseph Day had more like... Yeah, come on, man. No matter what your opinion was of the guy, he's not here anymore. I happen to think he was an awesome dude. I don't know how many people are familiar with his community work in Los Angeles, but he had an organization called Bashing Hunger. Dude was out there obviously feeding hungry people, but also really trying to push exposure to food trucks and stuff like that. Struggling businesses during the pandemic. Good guy. Definitely a good guy. Realistically, Chargers of getting Brock Bowers, very high. Very, very high. Chargers, it depends on how we play out the rest of the season. Odds are against us. We got the Bills now. Then we got the Broncos next week. And then the Chiefs to close out the season. If we lose all those games, I'm betting that we draft inside the top 6 or 7. If we win one, which I'm kind of hoping we do, even if it hurts the draft stock a little bit, I'm guessing we're still top 10, which is still super realistic for Brock Bowers. Game is on Peacock. Must subscribe and pay. Yeah, unfortunately. Kool-Aid McKinstry's not a bad pick there either. If the Chargers win one and we end up picking like in the later half of the top 10, I think McKinstry's in play. Bowers is in play. A couple of linemen are in play, but I kind of don't want to go linemen this year. Pass rushers are in play. There's some names in there, definitely. But I think, honestly, just my gut tells me we're going to have a top 6 or 7 pick, and that we'll have our choice of like Bowers or Neighbors or something like that to really help the offense. Definitely. Two and a half men. Yeah, this has been nuts. So for you guys that are wondering about the Coach Harbaugh, rumors going on around the NFL right now. So let's be clear. We're not going to hear anything concrete, not even close to it, until after likely like January 8th, okay? Obviously, Harbaugh's preparing for that Rose Bowl on the 1st, possibly the national championship on the 8th. He's locked in. No reason to expect him to say, hey, man, even though we're in the running for a natty, like, I'm going to go ahead and freak out my team by saying this is my last year here. However, there is a lot of speak going on in the background with the NCAA bringing down the hammer. And I've looked into it pretty thoroughly, guys. I'm going to say right now, the Chargers special teams had to fall on the ball. It's not going to be a good return. Inside the 10 is where we're going to start. It kind of sounds like to me that the NCAA is kind of after Jim Harbaugh, trying to really put the hammer down on him with some violations that occurred during the COVID season. It's just a mess. It's a mess. And I'm not going to say Harbaugh's not, in the wrong or whatever. Like, I don't know the situation. All I know is that the consensus opinion is that the NCAA doesn't like Harbaugh because he doesn't operate within the confines of their power struggle or whatever. Either way, lot of talk behind the scenes of his presence in and around the Chargers head coaching position discussion. A lot. Not just by the Chargers, who have been very open about wanting Harbaugh, but also the Harbaugh team saying, hey, I think these guys are for real. Now, we don't know what Harbaugh wants, but who knows? We got a 5-yard carry by Austin Eckler. Here come the Chargers again on offense. We're at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They're calling Bowers a generational talent. Yeah, dude looks like he could be better than Kyle Pitts. Here comes the design QB run, and Easton Stick, not a bad effort there, is going to pick up 3. Chargers 3rd and 3 coming up. What happened to the days all cables used to be? On cable TV, yeah, it's changing. It's changing. And I think, honestly, in the end, it's for the better. Puts more power in the viewers than it does the cable companies and all that kind of stuff. Here comes 3rd and 3. Easton Stick's lining up at receiver. Wildcat with Austin Eckler. It's a fake handoff, and Eckler is going to pick up 10 yards and a first down. Kellen! What? Oh, my God. And they bid on it, too, so hard. What a play. Oh. Wow! Chargers went Wildcat. Here comes the next run by Eckler. Dude, this run game is back. Eckler with another 10. And a first down at the Chargers 32. Bro! This is, so far, Eckler's best game running the football since week 1. Play calling is fun. First time having any fun watching the team in weeks. It feels like a different Kellen Moore right now, man. Frankie with a 5,060 play, not going to lie. That was cool. That was cool, dude. Here comes Eckler. No, that's going to be 25. It's still going to be a pass to Quentin Johnston. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Wow. Wow. Austin Eckler looks different today, too, man. In the final year of his contract, he's pulling out the stops in the last couple of games to add to his resume. He looked great so far. Versus a defense that was really hard to run against last week. I think held the Cowboys to under 100. Taylor with the 5. Get to that in just a second. Speaking of 5, Josh Palmer in motion. He'll line up in the slot. It's going to be a pitch to number 25, who gets blown up. And it's going to be a loss of a couple of yards there. Joshua Kelly couldn't find any space. 3rd and 12 coming up. 3rd and 12 coming up. 3rd and 12 coming up. My Peacock is behind. If I happen to be ahead of you guys, just pause my live stream for a couple of moments and then restart it and try and sync me up with the game. I would hate to be spoiling it for you guys. Taylor says, Fido, I'll be at the game next week. I'm going to hold up a sign, have Harbaugh, Derek Ansley, and give. That would be sick, dude. We'll be looking for you. Thank you so much, Taylor. Yes, as many Harbaugh signs as possible. Here comes Easton Stick, who's going to run for the first down, at least try to. He's going to be just short, but there's a bunch of flags. I have to assume there was some holding back there. And it is coming back. It'll be 3rd and 22 coming up. That's definitely holding. Hey, sounds good, Eddie. Thank you, man. Wow. So you guys' comments, man. Now, that is going to be a conversation we're going to have. Dude, it's going to be such a fun offseason on the channel, man. So much change, positive change, after the Staley era has ceased. We need running backs. We need tight ends. We need a new system, new coach, new everything. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a fun offseason to speculate. Here comes Easton Stick, who's going to fire underneath. He finds Gerald Everett, but he was falling backwards, and it's going to be a gain of like half a yard. 4th down coming up with the punt. Do we keep up the good player? Does Buffalo adjust and shut us down hard? Either way, man, the first half, no matter what happens, has been a big success. Like, oh my God, did we have a legitimate game plan coming out versus Josh Allen of all quarterbacks. And a great offensive plan for Easton Stick this week, man. It looks nice on both sides of the ball. To be winning right now in the first half is a very admirable thing. Here comes the return by 11, and Hardy's going to pick up 10 or so. It's going to be a starting field position for the Bills at their own 37-yard line. Want to watch this defense? Yeah, okay, so we're going to keep an eye out, see if we are playing 10 yards deep as frequently as we have before. I don't know, man. It's looking nice. Yeah. No, you don't want me as a GM. I'd be playing Madden half the time in my office and like, why would do this? You see what I did? Huh? Do this. Okay? I'm going to print it out. I'm going to take a photo. I'm going to send it to everybody. Do this. I've already done it. We're good. Hey, what's up, Red? Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on, man. This team turned it on this week. And again, no matter what happens, like, holy crap, this is a completely different and new-looking team right now. Has Henley been in? Yes, I've seen Zero out there a couple of times. I'm actually really disappointed that we didn't start JT Woods this week, or at least activate him. He's inactive. I think maybe even a healthy scratch. But we need some more reps for all these young guys. Yeah, everything feels different, looks different. The hope factor is certainly back as a Chargers fan. Haven't felt this kind of hope in a long time, man. A long time. Pick 6 would be cool. So, yeah. To kind of build on what's going on, maybe I'll actually take you guys over here. Maybe it'll be easier for me to navigate. Use code DIRECTOR. Yes, we know DIRECTOR. I'm actually going here to... Actually, let's go ahead and put this in a new tab. Okay, so this happened this morning. It feels like every day there's new news. We're a commercial, guys. Don't worry, you're not missing any of the game. People close to Harbaugh tell me that the statement by Spanos is legitimate, and they believe the franchise will be willing to meet the salary demands of the Wolverine head coach, which are expected to exceed $15 million annually. The fact that the team fired Telesco as well as Staley indicates that they'll be willing to let someone such as Harbaugh choose a general manager, or at least have a say in who gets hired for the position. People now believe the Chargers are the front runners for Harbaugh. And I think this came out on another story that I retweeted. It might have been this one. Yeah. Very exciting stuff, man. We're hearing a lot of talk from the Spanoses that this is a different season. We're doing things different. We're putting our money where our mouth is. Now it's time to see them act on it and to see that the Harbaugh's people are kind of like, they're buying it. Like, yeah, I completely think that's going to be the case. It's very encouraging to see. So that's another development. We'll look at some more here in just a second. Yeah, that could be pretty crazy, man. That could be pretty crazy. Here comes 1st and 10. It'll be an over the middle throw to, is that Kincaid? That will be Kincaid. The director's pick at 21. Still, Quentin Johnston turning it on a little bit, too. He looked pretty good in the first quarter. 2nd and 1 coming up. Andrew Bowden coming in with the 5 says, step 1, Harbaugh. Step 2, Adam Peters. I don't think a lot of people will fight you on that one. Step 3, Bowers. Step 4, Blake Corum. You know how crazy that unit would look, dude? Insane. Couple of different pieces to help the run game right there for sure. Here comes a carry. Speaking of run game, James Cook is going to cook up another 6 yards or so. It'll be 1st down around the 50-yard line. Thank you for the 5 there, Andrew. Appreciate you. Was that Dawson Knox? What number is Kincaid? Are they both active? Is anybody active? Think the Chargers are going to keep Keenan Allen? I think so. I think after this season, you can't say we're going to cut him. Maybe the Chargers surprise us and do something with 2 players' contracts in terms of Mack and Allen. Let's add a couple more seasons, spread that money around a little bit. But 2 of our best players being that old, it definitely is a sticky situation, but I think the Chargers will figure it out. Big puzzle to solve for the new GM. And the interim GM and JoJo, he's been doing a good job at getting the ball rolling for the next guy, or maybe even himself if we decide to stick with him. If the Chargers win, do we keep Kellen Moore as a coach? It depends. He could definitely put his name in the hat, but I think the Chargers, at this point, I'm hearing a lot of talk that they're going after a big name. Could be Harbaugh, could be Belichick, who knows? Here comes a pass to the right side. Another big play to Gabe Davis. He's going to turn on the Jets and generate another 10 yards or so. That's 20 yards for Gabe Davis. They're going to have the ball at the 24-yard line with 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Knox is 88, Cade's 86. That's right. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much. Here comes Cody with the 5. His master has given Kellen a sock. Kellen is free. I got to say it different. Master has given Kellen a sock. Kellen is free. Staley will forever be the worst coach I have seen. Can't wait to see him at FYE. Come on, man. I used to work at FYE. We're better than that. That was one of my high school jobs, man. I loved FYE. We're better than that Staley action. Burrell coming in with the $5 house says, how come Stick and Johnson look so comfortable together? Reps in camp preseason? Probably, yeah. Most of the time, you're not going to see him get any reps at the first, but it's been a couple of weeks now. He's getting reps with QJ and Palmer and all these guys. Bit more comfort there. And then, obviously, there's got to be a new energy in the building, right? Got to be a new energy in the building with the whole Staley transition finally happening. Thank you so much for the 5 there, Burrell and Cody. We got another one from Frankie. He says, Director, who you got in the segregation bowl? Oh, I don't know, man. Don't ask me that question. If our Bolts get... Thank you so much, Frankie, for the 5. If our Bolts get a top 5 and the only player our Bolts select is wide receiver... If we get Marvin Harrison Jr. somehow, dude, I don't see it happening. I'll be honest. Marvin could be the second player taken in this draft. I think 2 quarterbacks go first. He could be the 3rd player taken in this draft easy. If quarterback wasn't a big need for a lot of teams, I think he's 101 this season. He's probably one of the best wide receiver prospects we've ever seen. He's crazy. And if he wasn't here, dudes, Malik Neighbors would be getting a lot more press. I got to tell you that right now. He looks crazy good too. Benson over Corum. Benson's definitely a better blocker. I think the Chargers do need some of that energy too. No matter how we feel about Staley, let's be the bigger person to wish him the best. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think as a person, on a personal level, getting fired around Christmas, that blows, man. Okay, that blows. But honestly, like, dude made millions with the Chargers. He's going to make more millions with another team who value. Maybe he goes back to the Rams. Who knows? He'll be fine. It sucks for him and his dream of being a head coach, but he will be fine. He'll be fine. We still feel for him. We wish him the best. But the dude's making a lot of money, and that's part of the job. That's part of what, like he says, it's part of the game. Losing these big games or whatever, it's also part of the job of being a head coach. You get paid a lot of money with the risk of a high turnover. And it's just how things go, as well as the ridicule sometimes too. I'm small time, right? I'm what, 45, 46K is YouTube personality, and I get rained on every day, dude. You just gotta have to find a way to let it roll off your back, not let it affect your job performance. And he's got to do the same thing, despite the situation that he was in terms of his reputation. So James Cook is going to break a big run. He'll be down at the 16-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up. Thank you, Tara. Hey, Tara, good to see you. Good to see you, Tara, one of the goated mods. Did we get the ball at halftime? Did we start on offense? No, it was the Bills that started on offense, right? So, yeah, we do get the ball at half. We do. Chargers fan says, I think he could be a good coach, just don't think he was ready. Yeah, and unfortunately, it felt like a lot of things in terms of maturity of what held him back, which is crazy because he spoke like he was very mature. And Leonard Fournette, wasn't he on their practice squad this morning? I think they elevated him. Leonard Fournette is going to fall forward for like 10 yards. And the Bills have a 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 11-yard line. Taylor with the 2 says, rumor is that Staley will go to Minnesota. I mean, I think he'll be okay out there. They need a bit of a revamp on defense, probably as a DC, something like that. Andrew coming with the 2. What was the document about on Staley? Oh, man, that was tough to read at times, too. Here comes the Leonard Fournette carry. Once again, dude, Fournette carries for 8 yards or so. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Chargers, too. Just barely not enough for a 1st and goal or 2nd and goal. That document, or I should say that the article put out by ESPN was kind of an expose on the behind the scenes of the Chargers during the Staley era, and it was pretty bad, man. I think a big thing that was lacking with this team in that period was accountability, not just by the coach, but the players, the owners, everybody. Everybody didn't take accountability for nothing, and that hurt the team tremendously. Yeah, Dominic. He just couldn't adjust to the system, complicated, and couldn't simplify it. To be honest, these players made a lot of fundamental mistakes. They did. And honestly, a lot of that does have to do with lack of preparation on the coaching side. A lot of it. You'd be shocked. A lot of it has to do. It's like asking a teacher to hand out finals 2 weeks into the semester and expect your players to know, or your students to know everything. You got to prepare your guys properly. Give them a chance. And if they still suck after that, then that's on the players. But it just didn't feel like the preparation was there. Josh Allen's going to run it in for a touchdown, by the way. Josh Allen. Allen's one of the most dangerous running backs, or I should say quarterbacks when it comes to just taking off, man. Nice design quarterback run there. Bills take the lead 14-10. Tara says, my biggest problem with Staley was his stubbornness. His scheme clearly was too complicated and wasn't working, yet never once admitted his scheme could be the problem, just blamed the players. That is huge. And if you hear the sound bites that have been captured, that have been posted on social media lately, it is gaudy. Listening to the lack of accountability. I think one of the things that I really hated was, this is just something that happens in the NFL, right? Like, you're going to have games like this. It's going to happen. And yeah, he's not wrong, but it doesn't make you right. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that argue that way that drive me crazy. It's just like, yeah, you're not wrong technically. Like, logic sound. What are you doing? Like, there's a way to handle things, right? There's a way to take accountability for your actions. There's a way to motivate your players and taking accountability themselves. And everybody can grow together rather than just avoiding, taking accountability at all. I don't like that. I know a lot of people that do that. I don't like that at all. Take accountability. Take accountability. Can Staley replace Andy Reid? That'd be a dream. And the Chargers are going to have the ball with 38 seconds left in the first half. Likely going to see a couple of runs here going to the tunnel. But man, dude, 14-10, not a bad start. Not a bad start versus the Bills in particular, dude. And the best case scenario, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, one thing or another, but The best case scenario in terms of our draft stock is to see the Chargers, yes, maybe lose to the Bills, who are a very, very, very good team, but also see things like what we saw in the first quarter to give us something to build on next season. Because, my God, some great, great play calling. As we're seeing another reinvented Austin Eckler break a first tackle, picks up 6 on that carry. And we might be going into the tunnel after that play. When director says, Brock, you say Powers! Brock Powers! Homescale is directed, did we lose weight? Did we lose right? If we lose right, then yes. Like, there are ways to lose that make you feel better about tomorrow than what we have seen the last 3 seasons straight, right? Like, yes, the close games are a thing. Yes, we were technically in on those games. We didn't get blown out of the stadium like we did last week over and over, but this is different, right? I think our eyes tell a different story in the first quarter. The execution looks so good. The effort looks like it's there. The creativity and play calling looks spot on. It's nice. It's nice to look at. That play with Austin Eckler and the Wildcat, ooh, that's what I like to see, baby. That's what I like to see. Bills take the lead. Back to your regular scheduled programming. Chargers programming. Frankie with the 5 says, Staley just wanted to be the genius so bad. Blitzes on 3rd and 30. Going for it on 4th and 10. Second quarter. He was just about himself. And that's a good comment to add on top of that, too. I think there was a bit of selfishness in terms of, like what Tara was saying, you can almost combine those comments. Trying to be bigger than what realistically was there in front of you, I think ultimately bit him or shot himself in the foot, right? Yes, it's exciting to have all of these big plays in your mind or whatever, but the execution is what matters the most. And even if he wanted that execution, which kind of felt there a little bit in the first season in terms of that creativity, there would be more emphasis in terms of intensity and focus and accountability in terms of preparation. When it came to it, no one was ready. If he needed to simplify it was way too late. There's just so much about the Staley era that was just messy. Very, very messy. Trade Bosa, cut Mac, Williams, cut Lindsley, cut Kendrick, Sten Allen, restructure James. That would work, yes, but again, for those of you guys that aren't super big on keeping Joey Bosa, just remember, you can move on from him this season and save $14 million, but add $22 million to your dead cap. Or, if you're that adamant about it, we can see what happens. If it continues to be I'm a hurt story and maybe underperforming story, then in 2025, you let Bosa go with only acquiring $7 million against the cap and freeing up $25 million in 2025. I think financially it makes more sense to move on from some of these other guys like Mike Williams, frees up 20. Lindsley, yes. We're waiting to see what's going on with that heart issue. Keenan would actually make some sense, but I think it makes more sense with his performance to continue, like to try and extend him a little bit. Khalil Mack, again, frees up 23. Yes, you do get 15. Maybe there's a way that we can stretch that out a little bit, especially after this season. I don't know. But the money's going to be a very, very extensive conversation that we have. Trade for someone who can actually help. And I mean, if you get a nice trade, then sure. Maybe you eat that 22 mil if you get like a first round pick, which is definitely possible with Joey Bosa. But straight up cutting him, I think you're better off keeping him on the books because 14 mil, like, yes, that would help, but the 22, that's such an uneven, money balance there that I don't know if I'd be quite about it. Does a new coach count against our salary cap? No, absolutely not. And great question. Some people, don't know the back end in terms of what it takes to get a good coach on the team. When it comes to the financial responsibilities of your faculty, of your front office guys, of the people running the team, that is all on ownership. That's what you're willing to pay, right? So that does no way affect our cap for 2024 and going forward, okay? The GM, of course, his salary is not on the cap or against the cap either, but he's going to determine how we get under the cap for sure. We're at halftime, by the way, for those of you guys wondering. But no, none of the money that we pay a coach counts against our cap at all. Trade Bosa, the 49ers, for a pick at 32. Yeah, I don't know. Bosa for Kittle will go crazy. That would be pretty nuts. I don't know. Thank you, Director, for driving me nuts. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, all that stuff, all of the people like GMs and coaches and everybody behind the scenes, that does not count against the cap at all. Jim Harbaugh should come to the Chargers. Trade Joey for our first round. We should rank our team 2 first-round picks. That would be crazy if the Chargers get away with Brock Bowers and Kool-Aid McKinstry. But yeah, at the same time, I think we're in a really good position for whoever decides to come in and coach the Chargers. We got Justin Herbert, top 5, at very worst, top 10 quarterback. You got a high draft pick. You got young studs scattered around the roster like Tuli Tuipulotu. Yes, Joey Bosa does still count for that because maybe we do see a different version of him outside the Staley era. You got guys like maybe Keenan Allen should be coming back. You got a franchise left tackle, which is a huge, huge deal. Huge deal. You got a lot of pieces out here, man. Whoever comes in and takes over this team, man, they are being handed on a silver platter their best opportunity to win the big game out of all the available jobs. It's outside of that, what you're going to have like Washington, Chicago, a lot of these major rebuild teams. None of them even sniff the Chargers in terms of potential. Why would anyone pass on Harrison and trade for Bosa or Keenan? What? The first team that doesn't need a quarterback, I guarantee you, is taking Marvin Harrison Jr. The first team that doesn't desperately need a quarterback, which the first 2 picks, the Bears are going to take a quarterback. Let's actually go take a look together. Let's take a look together because we're at halftime, guys. We're at halftime. Everybody chill. Put your feet up. Let's see where we're at. So the Chargers currently at pick 8. If we end up losing this game and going, what would it be, 5-10? Of course, not all the games are being played until later this week. The Chargers would instantly jump up to pick 5. The first couple of picks here, which is interesting because, yeah, you do have New England right now at 3-11 with the second pick in the draft, which they could certainly go quarterback there as well. And there's 2 really good quarterbacks at the top of this draft. But I think the Bears take a quarterback. New England certainly could take a quarterback. Does that convince Bill to stick around? Maybe. But then outside of that, if you're Arizona, yeah, you could go like who's after that? Like a Bo Nix, which no fleck against Nix because I know that Tara will find me and laser beam my house from space. But I don't know if Bo Nix is a top 3 pick, right? I think Arizona could easily go Marvin Harrison Jr. Washington could easily go Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's going to be gone inside the top 5. He's just too good. He's just way too good. Yeah, I think he goes to Arizona. Definitely top 5. He could. Honestly, Bo Nix could go top 5. But if I'm like, and again, it's hard to say because Arizona has the quarterback. But are they convinced in Kyler Murray? Maybe not. Do they like Bo Nix more? Maybe. I don't know. But it's an interesting situation here. And the Chargers, who could be a top 5 pick. Let's say the Chargers end up at pick 7 or 6, right? We'll say 6, right? I see quarterback Harrison. Probably, honestly, another quarterback somewhere in the top 5 here, whether it be Chicago. Not Chicago again, obviously. They'll probably take a tackle. You need a tackle. Offensive lineman. They could go wide receiver. You could see 2 wide receivers in the top 5 in Harrison and Neighbors. The Chargers will be definitely positioned. And also and edge rushers too, guys. Edge rushers are going to be a premium this year as well. Definitely a couple in the top 10. Yeah, I see the Chargers definitely in play for Brock Bowers. I would say Brock Bowers could be drafted anywhere between picks 9 and maybe even 6 and 13 even, depending on how tackle needy some teams are, pass rusher needy some teams are, because tight end isn't traditionally taken super high. Bowers is going to be an exception, just like Kyle Pitts was. But man, we're in a good position this year, dudes. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Laser beams your house. Chargers need a right tackle. We could go tackle again. It would be very lackluster with so many huge weapons available on the board. I happen to think that we are going to go with a skill position, but you can't go wrong with tackle either. And there's some really good ones at the top of this year's draft too. I think 2 or 3 go in the top 10. Burrell coming in with the 2 says Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't get past Chicago at 5. Yeah, no way. No way he gets past 5, man. And we could be pick 5. We definitely could be. But he's just too good, man. I don't know if we're going to see a better wide receiver for another 10, 15 years. He's absolutely insane. If Bo Nix joins a decent team, he could be really good. And what's crazy, Tara, is that I think Bo Nix wouldn't look bad on an Arizona squad, right? I think Bo, maybe even Atlanta too, right? More of that style of their offense. I'll say that. Yeah, if Atlanta's in the top 10, I would say he'd be a great fit there for them. But it gets really, really sketchy after the first couple of picks when it comes to quarterback. But you never know. Every single year, there's a team that says, hey, we're taking so-and-so. They're our guy, even though we have pick 4 or 5. You never know, which in the end is probably pretty good for us. We need to lose this game, get top 5 pick. If you guys are hoping to lose this game, there's a really good chance of that. But we can lose this game and still see a lot of good stuff from the team. So right now, we're on that path. Right now, it looks like we might lose this game, but also we're seeing some great stuff from the offense. Ari says we need wide receiver, running back, tight end, right tackle, corner, defensive line, linebackers. Yes, we do. We might need safety as well. I'm going to tack safety on there. We might need safety as well. And center. We need 2. Desperately, we need 2 offensive linemen. We need a center pretty bad. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think maybe even more than right tackle. We need a center. A good one. A dang good one. Tara, who we got at center? Who we got at center, Tara? I'm saying a second round pick. Chargers, if they got a top 5 pick, I can definitely see this man available in the top 5 of the round 2. Who we want, Tara? At the center position, you tell me. Wally with the 5 says, director, you guys should sign Zach Moss next year. He's exactly what you need. Colts fan. He's done wonders for us. Oh, yeah. I'd be a fan of Zach Moss. Chargers do need to do some work with the running backs. I think our cap might force us just to go straight draft for that one. But I wouldn't be upset about Zach Moss. Frankie Sanchez with the 5's LSU guy, RG3 2.0. Mark my words, he'll be the second quarterback taken. That'd be nuts. And who knows, man? Like, we're still in December, man. We got so much more time between now and the draft, and I'm actually kind of excited that it's starting a little bit early for us, because the more I'm looking into it, the better I'm feeling about this draft class, especially at our positions of need. The depth in this class is very nice. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Chargering is my favorite meme. No one throws better. We're hoping to leave that one in the past, and so far it's a great first chapter for that. And we're looking to come back into the second half here just momentarily, guys. Jackson Powers Johnson. Yes, Tara. Yes. Yes. She said something a little different. I won't repeat, but yes. That's who my guy is in the second round, man. And some people might even say it's a bit high for a center. I think that's pretty good. Honestly, he could even get picked up late first, in which I'd be okay trading up. I really do think center is such an important position for this team. We got to get him as guy. And what better than another Oregon alumni to come in and cover Herbert's butt on the offensive line, man. That'd be nice. Darius Davis just muffed another punt. Not good. He muffed one where he fell on it inside the 10. This time it does go into the end zone for a touchback. We're going to start at the 25, but we got to monitor that. I'm an Oregon fan. Love Jackson Powers. Yeah. So, Oregon fans, you guys are going to have a much better perspective than most people on this. Where do you realistically see Powers Johnson going in the draft? All I have to go by, because I mean, honestly, yeah, I see some Oregon tape here and there, but like, I'm not looking at the center. Going by position, I would assume it's late first, early second. If we have a shot at him in the second, I'd be very excited about that. Here comes Easton Stick, fires at the middle, and it's going to be Gerald Everett, who kind of took a hit there. Is he okay? Gerald Everett might be down. There is a flag. Everett's setting up. Hopefully he's good. He's looking at that knee. Everett is on his back. We are waiting to see what's going on with that flag as well. Hopefully Everett's okay, man. Seven's in the chat. That would be a big hit for this team. Taron Johnson comes in with that big hit. Okay, so it looks like the defender on the ground kept a grip on his leg, and it may have caused Gerald Everett to twist a little awkward. Maybe a hyperextension there, too. Something's up with that right knee on Gerald Everett. Yes, he led with the helmet. It's going to be a penalty versus the Bills, but more importantly, we're hoping Gerald Everett's okay. Everett's able to walk off the field. That's a really good sign. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe a bit of a hyperextension. Yeah, that's kind of what I saw too. I'm an Oregon fan. He's the best center. Yes, I absolutely think he's the best center. We need to see where he goes, though. What's the last time we seen a center taken in the first round? Was it Creed Humphrey? Here comes Eckler with the underneath throw, and Eckler's going to pick up like 15 on that reception, man. Let's go. No, Creed Humphrey was a late round pick, right? Am I crazy? He was a later pick, right? Where's my phone? Totally left it in the other room. Garrett says early second round, but depending on needs, he could be an early first. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Definitely the best center in the draft so far. Here comes an Eckler run for 2 yards. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab my phone. All right. I wanted to look up without disrupting your guys' gamecast here. Ooh, Easton Stick threw it to the sideline. Nobody home. Could have been intercepted. 3rd and 8 coming up. Tyler Linderbaum. That's who I was thinking of. Because Creed Humphrey went way late, right? No, he was a second rounder. 63rd over, so late second rounder. Interesting. Yeah, I'm all in on a center in the second round, man. Here comes 3rd and 8, and Easton is going to get sacked. Rasul Douglas, blitzed from the slot, is going to get home. 4th and 18 coming up. And the Bills are turning it on, man, in the second half. Right with the $5 hollow says, anyone know the status of Herbert's younger brother, the blocking tight end supposed a day 2 to 3 guy? Hey, I haven't really looked into what his projected draft position's going to be, but man, dude, how crazy would it be to have old Patty Herbert on the Los Angeles Chargers? Everett's back in. Nice. What a steal for the Chiefs. Yeah, he's been insane for them. And the Bills, I think they're going to start in around the 10-yard line. Haven't been able to pick up a 3rd down blitz all year. It's been tough, yeah. Yeah, it's been very tough. Especially with Justin Herbert in the clutch, right, in the 4th quarter. That's what always kills us, is that blitz. Move to your left. Sorry. Sorry. Should Jameis have blocked the middle guy and Slater Zion moved over to the left? I think that's a big part of Corey Linsley. That's why we miss him. I think Corey Linsley was a master at getting people prepared before the snap. He was the quarterback of the offensive line. And we saw much better performances from the offensive line as a whole when Linsley was there. If Linsley is here next season, and we do have a young stud in there, I would hope that he just hands down everything he knows about communication and leadership to groom the future center for the Chargers. Does Herbert's brother even want to play in the NFL? I would imagine so, yeah. I would definitely imagine so. I don't know if Patrick Herbert is an NFL player. I'd love to have him on the practice squad, though. We'll see. I don't know much about his skill set at the next level, but that would definitely be a story. Director, isn't Kyle Pitts' contract ending in 2024? Let me look that up. When was he drafted? Was he drafted in 2020? Kyle Pitts' contract. He's currently in the third year of his contract, so he would be... he's got his fifth-year option, too, right? Which, of course, I'm sure they're going to pick that up. Tight end position isn't grossly overpaid yet. I think Kyle Pitts remains a Falcon at least another 2 years. So 2021 was his first year. I think he stays a Falcon until at least 2025, maybe a free agent in 2026. That's kind of my guess. Patrick Herbert hasn't declared for the draft, but if you talk to anyone who knows the Herbert family, everyone says Patrick is the most talented out of the three. Really? He's great at blocking. Herb loves his tight end. That would be such a great story, man. Even if he ends up as tight end 2 for the Chargers, we need a blocking tight end like there's no yesterday. Did we just cause a fumble? Wait. Refs are going to say second down. Chargers say they have it. We need to review, dude. It'll be 2nd and 8, Bills ball. Oh, he still had... Yeah, he was down. Yeah, he was down. Thanks, Ben. I like there's some things that are iconic coming out of this channel. 2nd and 7. But nice effort by the defense. You also have the Herbert brothers play together. Yeah, and we definitely need a blocking tight end like there's no tomorrow. Corey Linsley's going to be the offensive line coach when he retires. Yeah. Honestly, I hate to tell you guys, I think if he's going to go coach, I think he's going to go to the Packers. He's got a lot of roots there, man. So I would assume that he goes and coaches there, but who knows? Maybe LA's rubbed off on him. Wants to stick around. What happened to McKitty? We cut him a while ago. Definitely a while ago. He did not pan out. And I think it was in favor of Stone Smart. Here comes Josh Allen on the play action. He's going to roll to his right and fire on the run. Intercepted! Yo! Alohi Gilman! Let's go! Let's go! Alohi! What is going on? Our first pick in so long. Oh, my goodness. 32's in the chat for Alohi Gilman. What a throw by Josh Allen, man. Alohi's giddy up saved that from being a touchdown. Instead, it is an interception. My, oh my. We got a ball game, baby. Burrell with a 5. Hopefully the defense can gift them the business now. Yes, sir. That was great timing there, Burrell. Great timing. Here comes a nice run by Austin Eckler. Picks up 9. Chargers got a 2nd and 1 at the Buffalo 49. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go, bro. Hey, have fun there, Tara. Thank you so much for being here and giving us all them duck knowledge. Appreciate you. Here comes Austin Eckler with another run over the middle. It'll be a carry of 3 and a first down. Wow. Yeah, Diggs was wide open too, dude. Josh Allen, beautiful ball over the middle. Deep middle post to Stephon Diggs. Would have been a touchdown. Just a great play by Alohi saving the day, man. Wow. That is wild, dude. What a play. What a play. Have a good night, Tara. Here comes Darius Davis on the outside, and Davis, he tried to like truck forward for the extra yard. He got maybe an extra half yard. Picks up 8 yards on that carry, and we have a 2nd and 2 coming up at the Buffalo 38. Let's go, dude. This is something special to see after the season we had. Oh, yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. We needed something like this. Even if we do lose, like, it does feel like we're in this game. Here comes the Easton Stick quarterback draw, and he's too fast. Hangs onto the football through contact, and we got a huge first down. Easton Stick, dude, lowered the helmet. He put on his best Josh Allen shoes and got running, dude. 21 yards for Easton Stick. Dude, Isaiah Spiller was ready to take that football, and he ripped it out of Spiller's hands and took off like a bullet, dude. Oh, my God. Let's go, Stick. Stick reborn. Chargers first down at the 17-yard line. It's going to be an end around to Quentin Johnston, who's got some space. Quentin inside the 5 and down at the 3-yard line. But we might have a flag. Oh, it's going to come back. What a run by Quentin Johnston. Oh, who got caught, dude? That was such a good play. Illegal formation. I didn't quite understand his explanation of it, but they're just saying that Quentin was supposed to point on the line or something. Here comes Austin Eckler with the reception underneath. Picks up 3, maybe. It'll be 2nd and long coming up. Man, what a play by Quentin. Oh, maybe it's up to a rookie mistake. I don't know, but it was such a nice-looking play. It's too bad it didn't work out. Announcers, Colin is saying that it's definitely one of those rookie things. Can't hold it against him too much, but yeah, that's too bad. And then, in the end, he kind of shot himself in his own foot there. Here comes Isaiah Spiller, who picks up 4, maybe. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Chargers at the Buffalo 16. That's Savage Fitness. Wow, Von Miller is in, huh? Top defensive priorities, definitely corner. Corner number 1. Here comes 3rd and 9. Josh Palmer lining up in the slot. Tight bunch on the bottom of the screen, and we got a timeout, Chargers. Giff is over there smiling, giving the thumbs up. I like Giff, man. Giff ran 20 yards to hit that timeout. And he looks like he's having a lot of fun. That makes me happy. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry, everybody. You can really see Kellen Moore shining through. Yeah, this has been a great Kellen Moore game, man. And the more I see success out of the OC, the more I'm wondering how much meddling Brandon Staley had to do with our offense this last couple of seasons too, dude. Here comes Justin Herbert, or I should say Easton Stick, stepping up, and there's pressure. 98 gets home, and it'll be a 4th down. Chargers going to have to take the field goal. Chargers need to take the field goal here. But not a bad effort there, man. Some great offense all along that drive. Off the back of an awesome interception by Alohi Gilman. But the offensive line still needs some work, man. Nobody picked up 98. I think we had our center and Zion Johnson both handling the same guy. One of them needed to pass off and get the interior man, 98, who ended up getting home to Easton Stick. Offensive line's going to need a little bit of work. Hey, at least we're taking the points. Yeah. I think a lot of us got excited with Brandon when we're like, hey, going for on 4th, it feels like Madden out here. That's kind of fun. When it started working like 25% of the time, we were less excited about it. Like, ugh. We're losing a lot of games by 3 or less. And those moments are definitely the difference in that. Maybe it's almost like tape, you know? Like, this is why you don't go for it. Maybe generations of coaches from here on out are gonna show tape of Brandon Staley and say, this is why you take your points, man. Chargers would be in the double-digit win column right now if they had taken their points in all of these situations, and we did not do it. We did not do it. Yeah, by the way, Dicker is good. We got a 14-13 game. Chargers trail by 1. Honestly, so much crazier than I thought it would be in terms of a close game right now. Staley would have gone for it and lost out. Yeah, probably. 4th and 13. Who knows? How'd you like the Survivor season? I'm trying not to read it. Okay. You didn't say that. You didn't say the name of it. Me and Mrs. Director are a little behind. I think we're actually just 2 episodes behind. So hopefully we get to finish it, maybe even tonight after the game. Oh, by the way, after the game tonight, we do have a Bleacher Report episode, which should be pretty fun. We're going to be talking about the vibe after Brandon Staley, which so far looks pretty good. Talk a little bit about coaching candidates, etc., etc. It'll be a good time out there, so make sure you guys got Bleacher Report downloaded. And find me there in the Chargers section of the app. We'll be live shortly after the game. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. Bleacher Report. That's so nuts, dude. Since I was in high school, I've been using Bleacher Report as like my main app other than like the Chargers app. There used to be another app for the Chargers back in the day. I don't know what it was called. I forget. It's been a while. But it was like those 3 apps were like the biggest ones that I would use for football other than like fantasy football. And here we are, man. It was nuts when they gave me a call. I was like, yeah, of course. Would love to work with Bleacher Report. You guys are my team. Y'all are my dudes since like high school. That's crazy. Breaking with the Fire says, yeah. Survivor season. We're hoping to see it, the rest of it tonight. But so far, I've liked it a lot. It's been one of the better seasons I've seen in a while. I'm excited to see how it all pans out. This is actually a good game, even though we're down by 1. Yeah, this has been way more enjoyable than a lot of games we've seen. And I think it comes down to, like, we're not just putting up points, like there's a lot of nice creativity that we're seeing in terms of the offense behind Easton Stick this week. The culture has changed with the new coaching and new hire. Yeah, I think obviously the culture takes a while to form, but the vibe is way different. The energy, the aura around the team is way, way different. A lot of you will scoff at that, but that's a huge thing in sports. If there's something weighing down your team and their cohesiveness, it does affect your performance on the field. And right now, it feels like that after that has exited the building, players are playing again, and it looks great. It feels great. James Cook carries it for 4. It'll be second and medium coming up for the Bills at the 29-yard line. We're leading 14-3. This proves anybody who's not Staley can coach our team better. Yeah, imagine. Just imagine, DeVita. Imagine. If we're looking this good under GIF, imagine what we look like under a Jim Harbaugh, a Bill Belichick. It'd be nuts, man. And a lot of people, I don't know about you guys, a lot of people are connecting, what's his name? Dan Quinn to the Chargers. I don't know how I feel about that. A part of me wants to be like, yeah, you know what? Okay, he looked pretty good with the Falcons for a while. Did lead him to a Super Bowl, even if it had turned out to be a meme in the end. But part of me just doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't know if I've gripped that quite yet. I think if my top two guys don't pan out, I don't know what I'm going to do. Without Bill or without Jim, it's going to be tough for me to be like, what do I want? Here comes Josh Allen, fires over the middle, hits Diggs, who is brought down immediately by Kenneth Murray. It'll be a first down, though. Buffalo's ball at the 35. No Quinn. Yeah, it's hard because there is a possibility. There's totally a possibility that, like, Harbaugh stays with Michigan or maybe doesn't get signed by the Chargers or whatever. Like, that could totally happen. Totally happen. And maybe there's a chance that Bill stays with the Patriots or he retires or whatever. Like, there's totally a scenario where we don't get either one of those guys. Like, what do we do after that? I know Ben Johnson's exciting. I wouldn't be opposed to it at all, but I want to experience coach. Here comes James Cook. Oh, destroyed in the back. Or I should say behind the line of scrimmage. It's got Khalil Mack with a really nice tackle there. It'll be second and long coming up. But Mike Tomlin, if Mike Tomlin's released, which right now, I don't know. I mean, I got to look into it a little more. It sounds like from an article I read 2 days ago, yesterday maybe, that we still just don't know. But if Tomlin's available, like, heck yeah, I would be all over that too. Tomlin for what? Every season of his long career, other than this one, had a winning record. That is insane with the ups and downs that we've seen for the Pittsburgh Steelers for so long. So yeah, I'd be on that. I'd be on that train pretty aggressively too. Josh Allen over the middle. Nice reception by Diggs. Don't know how he held on to it. But it's only about 5 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up. Wow, that was a great catch. Brian Flores, Frank Reich. Yeah, I mean, there's some guys that I feel optimistic about. Frank Reich would be interesting. I wonder. It's a new era. I still think it wouldn't be a bad idea. But I have to honestly go through and like make a rankings video of coaching candidates that I like. Because right now I've been putting so much effort and work and time into the Harbaugh and Belichick wagon. I need to do a little bit more reading up on the other guys. Josh Allen over the middle is going to hit number 10. Khalil Shakir. And he's going to pick up a nice, 15 yards or so? First down, Bills. Now in Chargers territory. Yeah, y'all want an offensive head coach. I kind of agree. If it's not Bill, that's kind of why I don't want Dan Quinn. Because, like, we need an offensive guy. And the only guy on defense that I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm with it, is Bill Belichick. Dude, even today, is proven with his defense. At a 3-11 record, Bill Belichick still has a great defense. If we can't get Jim Harbaugh, I'm about that, man. And other than that, I don't know if there's many defensive guys that I'm, like, super excited about. Here comes, Gabe Davis. Huge reception by Josh Allen. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal from the Chargers 6. That was a huge ball, dude. Hits Gabe Davis on the sideline. In coverage was Michael Davis. Just a great catch by Gabe Davis, dude. Davis on Davis. Going to be a twister there. Wow. That was a great ball, great catch. Here come the Bills. Inside the 10. Can the Chargers defense bend but not break? Here comes the Josh Allen handoff to James Cook. Cook's trying to round the corner. Picks up a couple of yards and makes up for it, actually. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Frankie Sanchez with the 5 says Belichick, Harbaugh both have their own ways and cultures. They do. Tends to rub owners the wrong way. They both do, which is hilarious to say with the Spanos who are trying to turn over a new leaf. We'll learn how serious Spanos is about winning by this hire. Yeah, if they get either Harbaugh or Bill, it means that they're putting aside their tendencies and maybe even their comfort to try and make things right, which would really go a long way for the fans. It really, really would. Thank you. That's a great, insightful comment there, man. Thank you for the $5 holla. As the Bills try and pound it in with Leonard Fournette, he's not going to get it. 3rd and goal coming up for the Bills. Hey, that was a nice effort by the defense, man. Tito and Kendricks stopping Fournette in his tracks. That's a big running back, too, man. That's a big running back, too. That was a nice little stop right there. Let's see if they can do it again here. 3rd and goal. Got to watch out for the Josh Allen quarterback sneak. All the dude's got to do is kind of jump up. It's a long yard, though. I'll say that. It's a long yard. Here comes. It is a Josh Allen QB sneak. I don't know if they got it. Bills say a touchdown. I don't think he's there. I think he's just short. Like half a yard short. They're going to say a touchdown, though. Let's see if we can get a replay here. Is it another Josh Allen touchdown? Let's take a look at the replay here. Josh Allen took the snap and was pushed. It may have got, yeah, it was in. It was definitely in. I can't see the ball, but he's too far over the line to not have the ball there. Taking another look at a different angle here. Josh Allen kind of gets lost in the bodies. Oh, yeah, I can see the ball. I can see his elbow. He reached over. That's a touchdown, Bills. Deshaun with the 2 says, who else but my man, Deshaun really not liking that Davis action this season. I don't think you got to worry about him returning next season, though. He's been great ups and downs with the Chargers for a long time, but after this season, I think we try and look for a little more consistency. Oh, my God, Fitness, you're a savage. I'm not going to say nothing. My guy really said that. Oh, my God. Alrighty, then. Bro. And the Bills take a 21-13 lead. Hey, Chargers still down by 1 possession is wild. Still down just 1 possession is wild. Let's see if the Chargers offense can keep pace with Allen and the Bills. It's wild. Thanks to the field goal. Yeah, that's a great way to point out extra dip. Because of the field goal, it's still a 1-possession game. Which would not be possible if we went for it and didn't get it in the last drive. Little tush push. Yeah, got a little tush push in for Josh Allen. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve already, huh? Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Whichever you prefer. Great time to be alive. And it's crazy thinking after, like, what a terrible season this has been for the Chargers. I'll be honest. Especially if you ask my wife. I can be down in the dumps sometimes if my Chargers are having a bad time. I really can. And it can sometimes last a while. Especially if it's over, like, a summer. Oh, it's pretty bad. But if I got hope of change, man... Oh, right now I'm living off that high of maybe we get Harbaugh, maybe we get Bill. We're looking great without Staley, even at 5-9, maybe even 5-10 after this game. Like, I have so much hope. It's so exciting going into an off season with this much hope, dude. It's so refreshing. PDG coming to the 25. Merry Christmas, Director and Chargers family. This is a fun game. Remember, we should be having fun. I'm feeling the post-Staley vibes for the better. Actually in Kansas, converting family from Chiefs to Chargers. Let's go, PDG. Thank you so much. $25 holla. The spirit of Christmas is alive. And we're trying to convert the poor Chiefs fans. Get out before it's too late. Get out. The decline has started. The Chargers incline is starting. Get out before it's too late. Come join the Chargers. Thank you so much, man. $25 holla. Big love, big love, big love. Thank you for supporting the stream, the channel, and the Chargers, even after such a tough season. It still blows my mind. I know it's a Saturday night football game. I know there's a couple going on today, right? I think the Rams are playing. It's Steelers played today too. But still crazy to see 1,000 people in the chat after such a devastating loss last week. I know the hope has really brought a lot of fans back too, which is exciting. But thank you guys for being here supporting me. It's awesome, dude. Thank you so much, PDG Face. That's great. Thank you so much. Good luck out there in enemy territory, converting the family. Have a good time out there, enjoying your holiday season. Outside of the Chiefs, I hear Kansas is a very nice place to spend the holidays too, man. Much love to you and your family. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Here comes the return by the Chargers. It'll be a touchback as the offense are going to take the field at the 25-yard line. Much love to everybody, man. Sometimes you guys say stuff, I can't repeat it, but it gets me every time. It gets me every time. And yes, we're supposed to be having fun here. And I think, again, that's the biggest thing that gets lost, right? Whoops. That's the biggest thing that sometimes gets lost in the seriousness of a season, especially one that's so mismanaged like Brandon Staley had this last year.
Merry
The football's
Christmas,
supposed to be fun.
Director and Chargers family.
It's fun to get back
This
to
is
that.
a fun game. Remember, we should be having fun. I'm feeling the post-Staley vibes, for the better. I'm actually in Kansas converting family from Chiefs to Chargers. High voltage sign.
Thank you so much, my fellow Bolt brothers. I appreciate so much the support, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. That truly does mean a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Stay classy, everybody. You and Mrs. Director finished Christmas shopping with Little Director. She's putting the finishing touches on the shopping today. But yes, for the most part, we are good to go. Here comes a sling over the middle. Quentin Johnston. That was a nice catch, QJ. That was a nice catch. He'll pick up 7 or 8. There'll be a 3rd and short all of a sudden. Man. QJ, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it. Little by little, we're starting to see that QJ that we drafted in the first round emerge a little bit. Nice play, QJ. That historic loss last week was a blessing in disguise. It really was. How crazy is that? The Lord works in mysterious ways, y'all. 3rd and 2. Easton Stick. He's going to fire underneath and gets his man. Is that the Erickson guy? Yes, Alex Erickson picks up 3 yards, and that's all we needed for the first down, baby. Let's go. My boat buddies. I'm going to make a line of, like, Build-A-Bears. I'm going to have a little Chargers Hugo Bear and a little Chargers Terra Bear and a little Chargers Theory Bear and PDG Bear. My little boat buddies. Thanks, everybody. Phoenix Henry coming in with the 10 says, I want to see JoJo Wooden stay on to see what he does in this draft. If that doesn't pan out, then hire a new GM next season as a rebuild anyway. At the same time, I'd rather have Belichick versus Harbaugh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My ball buddies. Oh, yeah, Henry. And you know what? Chargers on 2nd and 7, by the way. It's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going into commercial break here. Funny enough, and I'm killing myself looking for it because I'm consuming so much information since the top of last week to now. But I remember reading a couple of different places that the Chargers may actually hire a coach before they hire a GM. I've heard that a couple of places. I think one of them was actually from the Spanoses themselves saying we may end up doing that because it does go against the grain a little bit on what we've been trying for so long. And I love that. That possibility is actually pretty exciting because it does open up the possibility for guys like Belichick and Harbaugh. Now, of course, not a lot of us want to see Belichick be the GM. I think there's actually a pretty solid possibility that wherever he goes, he just be the coach. Might be part of the conditions. And I think he would accept it if he gets a guy like, Josh Allen, for example, with that coaching, position maybe being open. Of course, Justin Herbert as well. But that's pretty huge when trying to recruit a guy like Harbaugh as well. If you hire Harbaugh and let him have a say on the GM, them's just signs of good change, dudes. So I think, yes, JoJo's been doing a pretty not bad job so far, trying to trim the roster and get things ready for the new GM. And maybe his name is in the hat. Who knows? But from what I'm reading, a couple of different areas, I think the Chargers may actually go after the coach before they go after the GM, which it spells well for one of those big dogs that we're looking for at coach. So that's exciting. That's some exciting stuff. Herbert's free doesn't have to steal his daily anymore. Yeah, I feel you. B4 coming in with the 5 says, I just got NFL Chargers Rubik's Cube, which I'm stoked about. Can we get a poll on how many people can solve one? Can solve a Rubik's Cube? I know I can't. My brother can, and he's been trying to teach me, and I've been more interested in, like, Minecraft. But, man, what's up, Miguel? Sure, I don't mind doing that. Some good fun to be had in the chats this week. There you go. Here comes Easton Stick firing to the sideline. Oh, nice ball. Nice catch. First down, Jalen Guyton, who's got a nice Keenan Allen beardage going on right now. Wow. And the Chargers continue to drive. Where is that? The 50-yard line? That's a 12-yard catch by Guyton. Let's go. Let's go. Here comes 1st and 10 for Easton Stick at the 50. And Easton's going to fire over the middle. Tight coverage for Josh Palmer. And it's going to be dropped. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. I answered no immediately on the poll. Can I answer my own polls? Can I say no? It won't let me. It won't let me. But yeah, about 20%. That sounds about right. We got more smart cookies in here than I expected, though. Good for you guys. Can you take a short summary on the pros and cons of Jim Harbaugh and Bill Belichick? Yeah, I guess we could. See if we find any more time in between. Halftime's already come and gone. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that, too, on the Bleacher Report postgame show. We'll be live there right after. Here comes Easton Stick stepping way back. A lot of pressure. Fires and gets his man. Who is that? Josh Palmer. What a catch. Yo! We see some guys out here this week, man. That poll's going to end with a, 22 to something? 78% no, 21% yes. Go out there and learn the Rubik's Cube, y'all. Here comes Easton Stick. He's going to run! And he's going to change his mind. Picks up a couple yards, though. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fabian with the 5 says, this game feels different even though we're losing, but like in a positive vibe. Keep up the great videos. You're my only hope director for the offseason. Hey, Fabian, I don't want to write a blank check here. This offseason is going to be a lot of fun. That's all I'm trying to say. I think, dude, in terms of like where I feel like I shine and have the most fun, the offseason is so much fun. I call it football theory or Chargers theory, where we get to speculate. It's a good time. And with the coaching change and, you know, all this stuff going the draft, especially with the high draft capital, the high draft position, like, it's going to be a fun offseason. So buckle up. I think, if anything, it's going to be a good time. Change is always an open door for hope. That's all we need, baby, as Chargers fans. That's what we've been thriving on for decades now. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Chargers after an Austin Eckler 1-yard carry. Hey, Doctor, I'll come back to that in just a second. 3rd and 7, Easton Stick trips to the top of the screen. Ooh, lots of heat. Watch out, Stick. Fires off underneath. It's too much contact for Josh Palmer. It'll be 4th and 7. Chargers could take another field goal here, though. Make the one-score difference a little easier. Not having to go for the 2 points. Yeah, Colin points out the Eckler block. I think that was pretty impressive. 21 was screaming through the gap. And Stick made a good choice there. Just 2 guys right behind Josh Palmer. He couldn't bring that in. Lots of contact. We should see a Cameron Dicker try here. And the Chargers will put up 16 in this Bills game. Week 16. Hope still alive in the 4th. I love it. I love it. Nice field goal by Cameron Dicker. The doctor came in here and said, recently heard Jim Harbaugh could go to the Bears. Do you believe the Bears have more capital to hire Jim due to the Chargers cap situation? So again, the money in terms of what you pay your players, the cap, the NFL cap, is separate from what you spend on your coaches, right? They have nothing to do with one another. Since everybody's capped at the same money when it comes to your players, that's not really the biggest deal. All you got to do is kind of manage how you spend that money, but it's a predetermined amount of money. When it comes to the ownership, they're the ones that handle the paycheck for whoever the next coach is going to be. I have heard that the Bears could be in contention for Harbaugh, but if I'm being honest, I don't know how much I buy that. Yes, they're likely going to get Caleb Williams. Yes, they're going to go out there, grab the quarterback of the future. They got some young pieces on their roster. They look like they're on the up and up, sure. But even Williams, dude, like, that's not a guaranteed hit in the NFL. We've seen a lot of USC quarterbacks not pan out. Not to say he won't because of where he played. I think absolutely he could be a great quarterback in the NFL. But we know what Justin Herbert is, and that's a much surer bet. If you're a guy like Jim Harbaugh or Bill Belichick, to jump ship and go somewhere else, that's a much surer bet than even the Bears. And if anybody's like concerned about our cap situation for the new head coach, GM, or whatever, yes, it's pretty tight in 2024. I'm actually going to show you guys this. 2024, this blows. We are so over the cap. It's ridiculous. It's going to be a lot of sacrifice and a lot of headache trying to figure that number out. But look what happens in 25, man. Like, it's 1 year. It's 1 year that we got to figure out the money. After that, like... Oh, excuse me. Almost turned off that button. After that, like, we're okay. We really are. We have to deal with this 1 year of cap hell because of the all-in mentality. After that, we should be pretty good.
North Dakota State. So it's great to see him getting some reps for our Bolts.
Hey, Mason, that's pretty cool. North Dakota State, quarterback at your university. Yeah, we're all very proud of Stick right now. He's been putting on a pretty good show. The last couple of games, actually. I would say the last half of last game, and now he's been looking very, very nice. $10 holla coming in from Mason. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Nice to see the North Dakota State guys representing, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. $10 holla. Moy coming in with the 5 says, is there a first-round running back pick available? First-round running backs this season, I don't know if I see if any. I don't think I see any this year. But again, I haven't made it that far down. We're just barely starting to scratch the surface in terms of draft prospects. You could see a guy, but I actually don't think this year we're going to see like a Bijan or anything like that. But that's a good question. We'll have to keep an eye out. And even if we did, I think the Chargers drafting too high to consider a running back at all in the first round. I think we would be okay with the 3rd, 4th round guy. There's some good talent scattered throughout the draft this year. You guys think Benson's a first rounder? Very, very good, but would you feel as Belichick for GM, Harbaugh for head coach? No. If anything, that's the opposite of what I want. Maybe if that's what Harbaugh wants, then whatever, I'll support it. But I just don't want Belichick as the GM, period. Here comes a carry by Cook. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. Razor, welcome to the crew, man. For all bikes of the 2 says NCAA seems to want to push Harbaugh out, which is crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts, the things I'm reading about that, man. Like, it feels like they're really pushing him up against a corner with all of this this COVID year nonsense. It almost feels like an audit, right? It's nuts. It's nuts. Thank you so much for joining the crew there, my man. Here comes Cook on the edge. He'll pick up the first down, but there is a flag. There is a flag. May have been a hold on Dawson Knox now that I'm looking at it. May have been holding Hawkins. Tripping by the offense. 15-yard penalty. Yo. Wow. Okay, so Tooley got tripped for sure. He stays on his feet because Tooley's a dog. Yeah, they totally try to trip Tooley. But he stays up, and now it's a 15-yard penalty, 2nd and 20 for the Buffalo Bills at their own 15-yard line. Hey, Steve, what's up, dude? Here comes 2nd and 20. Cook is in motion. Here goes Josh Allen. Allen almost sacked. He's on the run, fires over the middle. Gabe Davis wide open, but there's another flag. It would be a first down for Davis, but there is another flag. Steve with the $10 holla. What up, Steve? Merry Christmas, director. Holding on the offense. Bro, 2nd and 27 incoming! Merry Christmas, director and fam. Definitely need to look at 1 or 2 running backs in the draft. If Harbaugh comes, look for Corum. Oh, yeah. Corum could be a second-round guy, right? Some people are saying 3rd, 4th, but we'll have to wait and see how everything pans out. I promise you guys, I'm on it. I'm doing a bunch of research over the holiday break here. I mean, when Harbaugh comes. I love that, Steve. Part of me is like, you have a responsibility, director. Don't get everybody's hopes up. Be honest. But honestly,
Merry
guys,
Christmas,
like,
director and fam.
that's my opinion.
Definitely need to
I
look
feel
at 1
something
or 2
good coming.
RBs in the draft. If Harbaugh comes, look for Corum. Oops, I meant when Harbaugh comes.
Much love, Steve. Josh Allen tried to take off. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. 3rd and 23 coming up. Thule almost got home right there, too. Yeah, look, Corum would be a nice ad for the team, too, man. Thank you so much there, Steve. Simmons, $10 holla. And the Chargers defense are making some moves. Taylor with the 2 says, anyone know where a good Cali burrito is? Help him out, y'all. Help him out. Braylon Allen. Okay, all right. We'll be looking. I just don't think the Chargers select one that early, but maybe we trade up. You never know. Josh Allen. And he's going to get sacked. No! Khalil Mack. Khalil got in on it again, though. Thule and Khalil. That's a sack. Chargers. If they give Khalil any credit for that, that's going to break his record. But Khalil had him for a second, and Josh Allen wiggled out of it. Oh! Are they gonna credit Khalil on that, though? Because Khalil got back up. And he got a piece of that. I think they're going to credit Kendricks and Thule. Oh, Khalil almost had him, bro. Khalil almost had him. We still got a quarter, though. 4th and 30. Oh, my God, dude. This is nuts. Henry with the back-to-back $10 hollas, too. And the Bills got to take a timeout for some reason. On 4th and 30, you're going to burn a timeout? Oh, Mac was so close, so close. Henry gets in here with the $10 holla, says, the thing about Harbaugh, since he's been in college, he hasn't been in the NFL in a long time, so he doesn't know the vibe of what it's like in the NFL since 2006. Fair assessment. How are we going to let him choose what GM he wants when he doesn't even know what he wants himself? That definitely does not fit the experience checklist. That's a valid concern. It definitely is a valid concern. And maybe in the end, Harbaugh doesn't choose the GM so much as has a say in it, which is something I think is important to some coaches, right? You want to have the same vision. You want to execute the same action. And just being on the same page, even if you don't know the guy, might go a long way for a guy like Harbaugh. So maybe we live in a world, another flag, by the way. Oh, my God. False start against Buffalo. It's another 2. 4th and 32 now for what it's worth. But that's what, again, I'm no office guy in the NFL. I don't know how things work, but just from my perspective, that's kind of what I would imagine. That Harbaugh just has a say in it, gets to talk to him, make sure visions and objectives and goals line up, and then help the Chargers execute in that way. So I'm actually not too concerned about him having a say in bringing in a GM, even if he does, like you mentioned, have a lack of exposure to the NFL the last 10 years. 15 now, right? But yeah, it's not a bad point to bring up. Thank you so much. $20. We'll say that $20 holler. Here comes the return by Darius Davis. Nice return. Chargers starting in Bills territory here. And are down just 5 points here in the fourth quarter, guys. Imagine. This feels like a different Chargers team already, man. Imagine. Thank you so much there, Henry. Back-to-pack $10 hollers. And the motion has begun. Victor coming in here for my weekly dose of embarrassments. Bolt up, baby. Thank you so much, man. 28 months. So far, man, I mean, we are still very much so in this game. We have the ball. We're in Bills territory. Like, this is nuts. Easton Stick fires. Sideline. It's dropped by Jalen Guyton. 2nd and 10 coming up. Do we really want to win this game because of draft picks? I think you want to win any game. This is already such a good indicator that the Chargers are turning a corner without Brandon Staley. It really is. Excuse me. Second and 10. Easton Stick fires over the middle. Wide open. Alex Erickson. That's a 20-yard bomb. And a Chargers first down. We are 5 yards from the red zone, baby. Oh, my God. I got to see it, guys. Hang on. Box score. Josh Allen, 186 to Easton Stick's 166. This is ridiculous. Oh, my God. This is absurd, man. This is absurd. What an Easton Stick we're getting this week, man. Man, y'all making me so hungry right now. I got another show after this. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. I think we're waiting on a Bills injury. Benford is walking off the field. You not convinced? I'm sorry. All right? I'm still a dad. There's a lot of late nights here in the house lately. I'm sorry. But we're still in it, baby. Juan with the 5 says, just stand out above the crowd, even if you got to shout out loud. Let's go. Let's go, dude. It is a new era, man. I can't believe the vibe check in here, dude. It's been ridiculous. 1st and 10. Mock draft video. It's a coming. Easton Stick fires to the sideline. He's looking for Josh Palmer. And he wanted to go inside, Palmer. But it's thrown outside. There is a flag, however. Illegal motion versus the Chargers. They're likely going to decline. It'll be a 4. Wait. What? What's the down? Okay, 5-yard penalty, still first down, 1st and 15 coming up. 1st and 15 coming up. What? What did I do? What did I do, Nicole? 1st and 15. Easton, he's under a lot of heat. He gets out of the first one. Can't get away from the second one. Easton's going to go down. 2nd and 22. That's a big sack for Buffalo, pushing the Chargers back to the 37-yard line. It'll be a long 2nd down. Long 2nd down. Here comes Stick, fires over the middle, finds Gerald Everett, picks up 3 or so. It's going to be 3rd and very long. At the 33-yard line, another field goal here puts us within a field goal to win. Okay, all right. Easy now. I'm far away from the first football commentator to make an accidental dirty reference during a call. Boy, oh boy. 3rd and 18. We need a big one here, man. Easton fires over the middle, and he's going to hit Darius Davis for a gain of about 6 or 7, making a much more manageable field goal at the 27 now. And this will put the Chargers, if we hit it, 19-21, which positions us to win with a field goal if the Chargers defense can stand up. What state? I usually keep that pretty private. I'm in the Midwest, though. I've made it known a couple of times, though, here and there. And Dicker is going to put us within 3 points or 2 points of overtaking the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. I will say, though, I'm not in Cali anymore. I will say that. Man, my hair is just not agreeing with me today. Look at this, dude. I keep trying to keep it from doing that. Should we just finish the stream out like this? Come on, man. There we go. Is that better? There we go. Take notes, Staley. Field goals equal points. Yes, they do. Like, imagine we don't take these field goals. It's already over. If we don't take our field goals, we don't take our points, it is already over by a lot. By a lot. Yeah, I got blessed. This is my mama's hair right here. This is my mom. I'm lucky I didn't get my dad. I mean, nothing wrong with my dad's hair, but like, his hair is like curly, really, really curly. My mom's hair is really, really straight. I like it. Before coming to the 5 says, I have the craziest Chargers jersey collection. Johnny Unitas, Leaf, Manning, Cruz, Mr. Irrelevant. What? That is unique. I'll say that. I don't know if I know a Chargers fan that still has their Leaf jersey. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have a Chicago accent? No, I do not. Everybody says I have an accent. I don't. At least not where I'm from. And well, maybe it is a little bit different here, but it's not because I'm from the East. I'm definitely not from the East. No connection there. Not even a little bit. Funny enough, too, my barber would tell me that, too. He's like, you from New York? I was like, no, I'm not. Definitely not. It's weird. I think it's a combination of the accents that I had in my household growing up kind of meshed around a little bit. And, of course, the accent from school, which is, like, American. It's a little bit more, like, it's not Southern at all. I don't even know what to call the accent out here. It's not really an accent. It's just, you know, what it is. But dad's side of the family being Kiwi, a little bit of an accent there, and then mom's side being Hispanic, bit of an accent there. Everything kind of meshed into whatever you're hearing now. This is the melting pot of accents here, baby. Reminds me, I love watching compilations of NFL announcers saying some questionable things. Yeah, I'm sure they're pretty easy to spot at this point. You thought I was Italian? That's the first thing everybody says. That's the first thing everybody says. They ask me if I'm Italian. I'm like, no. Well, actually, I am a little bit, but like a small percentage. You know, I think it was something like 2 or 4%. Some Italian village out there. A little bit. Maybe that's shining through. I don't know. But I took one of them ancestry tests a couple years ago and found out that I am a bit shocked. Mostly German. That's the white. Samoan, which I knew. And Hispanic, which I also knew. I thought I would be way more Hispanic than I ended up being, which is interesting. We talk about how amazing Story of Dicker is. Yeah, dude, what a revelation for this team. We needed that so bad. But yes, Jashawn, you're not the first person to ask if I was Italian. Cook just fumbled the football! Yo! you kidding me? That thing just popped out of there, bro. Oh, my God. I think Alohi got it. Who fell on it? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? We could spoil the Bills, dude. Oh, my God. 7 minutes left to play. The Chargers offense takes the field at the 30-something. We're already in field goal range, bro. It'll be a run by Eck for a yard, but we're already in field. We can already take the lead. Wow. Oh, my God. How many turnovers is that, baby? Let's go. Easton Stick. He's going to fire underneath to Gerald Everett, who shakes off the first hit, and he picks up the first down, baby. Let's go. Chargers first and 10 from the Buffalo 22. Oh, my God, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, they're going to respot it. Short of the line, but still, it's going to be what, like a third and short, second and short? Wow. Let's see. He extended. Maybe just short. Crazy. YT with a 10 says Staley at home watching the game punching the air right now. Maybe I should have been nicer to my guys. Oh, my God. Here comes the 3rd and inches, and there's going to be, a false start. That's a horrible time. It'll be 3rd and 5. Now, that's a horrible time to take a false start. Ugh. Center moved the ball forward before the snap, false start. Deshaun says we have 0 shot at getting Bowers if we win. Not true. I mean, yeah, it would definitely make it a little bit more difficult, but man, I kind of do want to win, man. I'm sorry. I kind of do. I kind of do want to see the Chargers out here beating the Bills on Saturday Night Football with nothing on the line under new leadership for the first time in 3 years. Like, it's a vibe, dude. Here comes Easton Stick, man. Oh, lots of pressure. No! That might push us out of field goal range. Ooh, we couldn't do that. You had to get rid of that stick. Oh, no. Okay, it says at the 35. It'll be a long field goal still. I think Dicker can do it, man. I think Dicker can do it, man. Cameron Dicker for the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 4th quarter, with 5 minutes left to play, the Los Angeles Chargers, without Justin Herbert, without Mike Williams, without Keenan Allen, without Joey Bosa, have taken the lead. What is happening, bro? What is happening? What is happening right now? Look at GIF out here, dude. He's so happy. And what a revelation for Kellen Moore. I don't even know, dude. Oh, my God. Who just asked about a revelation? That's what I was looking for. Yeah, Burrell Bikes. Yeah. Cameron Dicker, dude. Off the streets last season to the Chargers field. Hitting most, if not all, of his attempts, man. I'm absolutely floored. How lucky we got in bringing this guy into the organization. Tavati coming in with the 2 says an upset here would be nice. Christmas present. It would. Merry Christmas, everybody, man. What a game. What a game. Wow. They're showing the Cameron Dicker vote for me in the Pro Bowl ad right now. Yes! That's one of the best things I've ever seen in my whole life, dude. Oh my God, he's going to get all the votes after tonight. All of America's watching this game. Dawson Knox just picked up a nice 15 or so. Bills trying to move. All they need is a field goal. Come on, Chargers. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Isn't Peacock doing no advertisement in the fourth? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I did hear something about that. Shut up, Chase. Go home. It comes up run by James Cook. It'll be 2 yards or so. 2nd and 7 from the Buffalo 45. We still got like 4.5 minutes left to play here. Shut up, Chase. Yeah, that video, dude, I don't know if you guys saw it. It came out a couple of days ago. Absolutely hilarious. I love this commercial-free fourth quarter, dude. Josh Allen. He's going to fire to the sideline real quick. He hits, I think, Gabe Davis. Who is that? No, it's Stephon Diggs, who picks up the first down. They're playing smart. Goes down right after picking up the first down. They're going to try and milk the clock out before the Chargers get a chance. We still have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, though. Still 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Josh Allen and the Bills. It'll be a handoff. Cook is going to pick up another yard or 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. They got about 6, 7, 8 yards before being in manageable field, or I should say decent field goal position. Seth Hoffman with the 10, State Director, 1K in the chat. Dude, we got 1,300 people in here. I didn't even notice, dude. Thank you, everybody, so much for all the support tonight. And Seth of the 10 says, a great showing for Harbaugh to show we aren't slept on. And Merry Christmas with Staley gone for good. See you on live, brother. Let's go, Seth. Thank you. Let's get a stop here, Chargers D. Josh Allen is going to toss it over the middle. And he was looking for Stephon Diggs. Nobody home. 3rd and 8 coming up here in a second. Wow. 3rd and 8. Guys, we got a shot at this. We absolutely have a shot at this. Come on, baby. Come on. We do need that Mac attack, dude. Oh, my God. Are you serious right now? Frankie with the 5. Winner or lose is the most fun bulk game of the year. No pressure, just good vibes. This is absolutely the funnest game, man. I cannot believe what we're witnessing today, dude. This is supposed to be an epic collapse, an epic spankage of the Chargers, the remnants of the 2023 Chargers. Instead, we are winning and have a shot to close this out with a stop here. Here comes, oh, big play to Stephon Diggs. That might do it, y'all. I'm not going to lie. That might do it. Josh Allen to Diggs on the sideline, 11 yards, first down. Bills now have it at the 34-yard line. You think we bring Bosa or Mac back next year? I think Bosa stays. Mac may be a little shaky. Good vibes. Thank you so much, Frankie. Seth with a $10 holla. We'll hear that one again in just a second. The Chargers needing a turnover, needing a blocked kick at very least. Still have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here. Here comes James Cook, who's going to go out of bounds. Stops the clock at least. 2nd and 6 coming up. 4 yards for James Cook on that carry.
Hey Director 1K and chat, a great showing for Harbaugh to show we aren't slept on, and a Merry Christmas with Staley gone. Good to see you on live, brother.
Thank you so much there again, Seth. Appreciate you. Tom saying, Faye, I'm very optimistic about next season. Me too. Me too. This is a great start. Let's get one for Mac, dude. Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac. James Cook. He'll be brought down after a pickup of 3 or so. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning and a 3rd and 4. Here's where we're at. If the Bills pick up a first down on this 3rd and 4, probably over. If Chargers can get a stop, we're going to have 2 minutes. Oh, wait, the Chargers called the timeout. Giff called the timeout, so it's 2:32 on the clock. That was a good timeout, Giff. That was a good timeout. So if the Bills get this, it's probably over. If the Chargers get a stop here, we'll have a chance to answer. Jackson, dude, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. $10 holla coming in for my guy Jackson, man. Thank you so much. Jonathan with the 5. Happy holidays, director. Love tuning in every game. Let's go get this dub for the gift. Thank you so much, Jackson and Jonathan. Appreciate the love and support, my man. 3rd and 4 for the Bills. We're looking for a first down, and honestly, they'll probably pass. If the Chargers can get a stop, that's not just the 2 minutes. We're probably 2.5 and a timeout, which is pretty huge. Josh Allen, he's running. Chargers sent everybody. Nobody guarded number 10, which is a first down and then some touchdown. Touchdown, Bills. Nobody covered 10. Khalil Shakir was uncovered. Bro. Henry says Von Miller sucks. Oh, dang it, dude. I think Hawkins and Asante got confused on their assignment there. Nobody picked up 10. And they're trying right now to see if Shakir got touched. He did, but I think that knee was off the ground beforehand. Now, here's the deal, though. Because they scored a touchdown, that's going to put them up, to 28-22? That actually keeps the game alive, bro. That actually keeps the game alive. If they had gone down... Oh, he's down, actually. He's down. If he's down, then they can milk the clock, game over. If it's a touchdown, we're actually kind of still in this. But looking at this frame by frame, it does look like Shakir is down. It does look like he's touched down right there. Scott Edward with the 20. Where are y'all coming from, man? Thank you, everybody. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you, too. Thank you. They're going to say he was down by contact. That's actually a little unfortunate that he didn't score the touchdown. Scott Edward with the 20. Happy holidays to all, especially my close friend who worked at Orange County High School and had Jay Rogers, Staley's defensive line run defense coach, kid in his class. Apparently, he was a pain in the wahoo, but now they're relocating. Really? You're not the first person to tell me they had an inside guy that didn't like Brandon Staley. I saw leaked text messages just this morning. Somebody's brother was part of the faculty there, and they were saying that it was a nightmare behind the scenes in terms of accountability and all that. So it's interesting. The more and more we see come to light, the more and more we understand the situation this team was in under the Staley regime, which is pretty intense, man. Dude, Scott Edward with the $20 holla. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, the more we look into it, the more we're shocked. If anybody hasn't had a chance yet, go check out that ESPN article, the expose on Brandon Staley that we posted on Twitter a couple of days ago. It's absolutely wild to see out here. Scott Edwards, thank you again so much, man. I appreciate you. $20 holla and big love from the chat. Gavin Thomas coming in with a 5. Win or lose, the change in energy for this team has been unbelievable. With Staley gone for less than 2 weeks, the hopes for next season are sky high. They are. And I think, again, I would love to win this game. Let's hope to see that happen.
Especially my close friend who worked at an Orange County HS and had Jay Rogers, Staley's DL/run defense coach, kid in his class. Apparently he was a pain in the wahoo, but now they're relocating.
It quite honestly is insane. I don't know if I can remember the last time a coach being under this much ridicule. Chargers took another timeout, by the way. I think they were going to run clock if not or something like that. I don't know. But the Bills now, 1st and 10, probably just need to run a couple times, take the 3. See if the Chargers can make a miracle happen here. Here comes the run by Leonard Fournette, and he'll plow forward for 3 yards or so. Yeah, if win or lose. I mean, again, it's a 50-50 thing. The Chargers, no matter what, if we lose this game, draft stock goes up. We can go to Take-a-thon, see what's up there. If we win, my God, like the momentum we can carry into next season is awesome. We needed to win so bad, but either way, we're good. Because the energy that we've seen from the team today has been unbelievably better than what we saw last week. Chase with the dollar holla. Following comment, yo mama. Thanks, Chase. you remind me a lot of a coworker I used to have. He was a funny guy. Thank you guys so much. Scott, Gavin, Chase, appreciate you guys. Win, loss, draw, hell of an effort tonight. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been an awesome, awesome outing for the Chargers, who I thought were going to lose 34-10. Instead, we're still in it, 21-22. Have the lead in the 4th. Who knows? Maybe we blocked the kick, man. What if we blocked the kick? That would be insanity, dude. Like, we'd blow the top off of that stadium tonight, man. That'd be nuts. Let's go out there and block the kick, man. Hey, thank you so much, Chuck. Let's go block that kick, baby. 2-minute warning, by the way. We're waiting for the Bills to take the field here on 2nd and 7. Cap situation, drop Bosa, Mike. Again, cap-wise, it makes more sense to keep Bosa this season. 2nd and 7. Cook's going to get the carry. Make him fumble again, please. Oh, you're going to tackle him well behind the line of scrimmage, though. It'll be 3rd and 10. And they're going to run this clock all the way down to about a minute 30. Minute 40. Or sorry, minute 20. And probably run again. Chargers are probably going to get the ball back with like 20 seconds left, maybe. Who's our backup QB? What's Will Greer's arm like? What's Will Greer's arm? Doesn't he have a cannon? Am I mistaken? He's the backup today, right? Do we have a guy that can hit a Hail Mary? Third and 10. Josh Allen is going to keep it. Wow. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards, and that'll position the Bills for a game-winning field goal. Christopher Johnson with the 10. This game was perfect. Showed up versus the Bills in prime time. Still got the L, which I shamelessly was rooting for. We got the draft capital. We got the vibes. We got the energy. We got the post-Brandon Staley hope that we were looking for in this game. I agree, man. I agree. I know a lot of people are probably secretly, maybe not so secretly, hoping for an L this week just to help the draft stock. But we needed to see something from this team. And my, oh my, did we see something this week. This was such a refreshing game to watch, even with, or if it's an L. Because now we're looking at, 31 seconds left on the clock. Chargers will have it with like 20, 25 seconds. Can we get a block here, man? Can you imagine, guys? I don't even know how it would react. Can we get a blocked field goal here, dude, for the vibes? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Either way, you guys are absolutely correct. No matter what, this game was awesome. This game was great. No matter what. From the first quarter all the way down to the Chargers taking the lead in the 4th, this is exactly what we needed to see as a fan base.
Showed up versus the Bills in prime time and still got the L, which I shamelessly am rooting for.
Thank you so much, Christopher. I appreciate you. Here we go for likely the win. Here comes the Bills kicker from, where is this? Like 20 yards? It's up. It's good. The Bills are going to lead 24-22. Chargers still have a chance, kind of, with 30 seconds. I think the Chargers were offside, so they're obviously going to decline there. I think it occurs on the kickoff. Either way, 24-22, that is one hell of an effort, man. That is one hell of an effort. Frankie with the 5. This is Stick's legacy moment, Director Dicker locking up the Pro Bowl. I know you all feel it from Bowl fam. This was a great performance by the Chargers, man. I tell you what. This was a great game for the Chargers. Constellation coming in with the 5. Looks like we got a new team. Feels good about about time, everyone. Oh, yeah, about time. There he is for the kickoff walk-off. That'd be nuts. That would be nuts. I would imagine they squib it, though. Yeah, this has been an awesome game, though, man. To lose only by 2, I know Gift's going to be disappointed. I was pulling for him mostly. This was a great outing by Gift Smith, man. Let's give him a round of applause, man. Gift did a great job, man. Gift reminds me of a high school coach, too. Maybe that's why we like him so much. Here comes the return. It's actually not Darius. It's Joshua Kelly who picked up the squib, it looked like. It's going to be first and 10 with 23 seconds left. No timeouts. Got to work the sidelines if you have any hope of even a Hail Mary here. We need about 40, 30 yards to get into field goal range for Cameron Dicker. How nuts would that be? Oh, Joshua Kelly. They're saying him fielding it and going down saved about 5 or 7 seconds. That's actually a pretty good move there. But Easton's going to go down. That's a sack. Chargers need to reset. They're going to have maybe one shot at this. Maybe the loopiness, right, where they kind of pitch it back and forth and hope to get something, going. Oh, they're going to run a play. This is the last play of the game, and it's going to go to Quentin Johnston. Oh, there's 1 second on the clock still. 1 second on the clock, so we got another shot at this. But we're going to see some prevent. 3rd and 19. Low down on Harbaugh. Yeah, Ed Oliver is kind of a beast this week. Bowers, Harbaugh. When I say Brock, you say Bowers. Brock. Let's get that Davis move. Let's get that. Yeah, I like it. 1 second. Honestly, guys, what you do here if you're the Chargers, you toss it deep, you hope for a PI. That's your best hope right now, man. Toss it deep, hope for a PI. You can hit the field goal, take the dub. This is actually not too far out of the realm of possibility. You got to go up there if you're QJ, if you're Darius. You got to sell it. You got to sell that contact. You got to grab that flag. That's actually not a terrible possibility here. You got to draw that flag, dude. What is this prevent look? There's 2 rushers and everybody else is a DB. Here comes Josh Palmer, who pitches it back to Austin Eckler. Eckler's going to pitch it back to Easton Stick, who's going to fire it backwards to Erickson. And Erickson is keeping the drive alive. Nobody behind him. He's going to find a little space, and Erickson's going to pitch it. He pitched it forward. That's a flag. That's going to end the game. And it's going to be down at the 40. But the Chargers fought to the very end this week. There is a flag. It's going to be declined. The game's going to be over. But my, oh my. What an effort by the Chargers, man. What an effort by the Chargers. That was absolutely nuts. Hey, dude, everybody, real quick, before we shut this stream down, because we got to go to Bleacher Report here in a second. Can I just say, man, round of applause. Please, in the chat, I want to see GIF. I want to see GIFF, and as many as you can fit in the chat right now. Great job, man. Great job. Dude went out there and brought the vibe back, man. We needed that, dude. GIF uses his MVP, dude. Like, oh my God. I know there's no game ball to give out this week, but if there was, I would give it to GIF, man. That was one hell of an effort. That dude brought hope back to the Chargers fandom, and that was such a refreshing game, even in the L. Even in the L, man. Way to go, GIF. Chargers fans are behind you. Chargers fans, we felt the change. We felt the vibe. Loved the decision-making. Loved the effort. Loved the execution. It was just a very, very solid outing by GIF Smith, the interim head coach. I, as a Chargers fan, very happy with what I saw this week, man. That was a fun game to watch despite the loss. I'm very proud of the interim HC, dude. Dude, right on, man. Right on. Right on, GIF. That was great. I enjoyed every minute of that game, even with the L, dude. That was great. Henry coming in with a 10 says, what do you think of the possibility of having Belichick passing up the responsibility of giving up the opportunity to be GM and just coach with a different GM if we get him? I think that's a huge possibility. I think if he says, hey, man, you want Justin Herbert? You got to let us keep control of the GM position, man. I think that's something that he's going to hear everywhere he tries to get a job, and I think, honestly, there's a good possibility that he decides to do that. And if that's the case, yes, yes, yes on Bill Belichick. Yes. Pegasus is the 5. Wonder if Harbaugh is taking notes on this. I'm sure he's pretty busy at the moment. Oh, I'm sure he is, man. I know that he seems like the kind of guy that would, like, shove everything out of his mind until after, the Rose Bowl and maybe even the Natty, but, like, who knows? Who knows at this point? Thank you, Pegasus. $50 holla coming in from Boss Mac. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for all you do. Boss Mac, thank you. Man, Merry Christmas to you and yours as well, man. $50 holla. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the love out here. Everybody, man, tonight's been awesome. What a great game. Thank you, Boss Mac, for supporting the channel, man. It's been crazy today, dude. Absolutely up and down week, up and down day, up and down season. But you guys still out here supporting my platform, man. Thank you so, so much. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you again, Boss Mac, with the continued support there. Everybody, pull up your socks. Get ready. We're about to head over to Bleacher Report, where we are going to extend the post-game conversation and why it is this L is the best L we've taken in the last 3 seasons, and why it is the kindling of hope that we all needed on this Christmas Eve game. Because wow,
Merry
oh
Christmas,
wow,
thanks Q for all you
it's
do.
going to be an exciting off season. Boss Mac, thank you so much. $50 holla. Thank you everybody all for the hollas today. Huge support. Appreciate all the love. Frankie Sanchez, Merry Christmas to you. We're going to go enjoy some Survivor. Mex coming in with the 2. Anyone coach us but Brandon Staley. Absolutely. And then Hugo in here. Merry Christmas, you and yours. Thank you for another fun stream, brother. Guys, thank you so much. Everybody, Merry Christmas, one and all. Chargers season 2024. We're back in it, baby. Let's go out there, get Jim Harbaugh, and see what we can do with the rest of this season with GIF, man. Hey, BC, thank you so much. Sneaking in a $20 holla there. Merry Christmas to you, man. Another great show. Thank you so much, brother. Merry Christmas, everybody. Appreciate all the love. We'll see you guys at Bleacher Report here in just a few minutes. Merry Christmas, Chargers fans, and absolutely Merry Christmas to the Chargers, GIF Smith, and everybody over there, man. Let's enjoy the weekend. Chargers fans, super happy with this game. Not sweating the L in this one. All right, guys? We'll see you guys in just a second. Much love, everybody.